This is the All I Need Skate podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, please let us know by subscribing, liking, and sharing an episode. Check out ALLiNEEDSKATE.com for epic skate videos of the crew, our skateboards, and apparel.
YOLO, Chris. How's it going?
Good.
Hell yeah. 2-hour commute down here?
Yeah, 2 hours. Not too bad.
Not too bad. I'm living free and dying in New Hampshire. How's it been, man?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been real good.
Watch out, fire, kid. What have you been up to?
Just trying to get outside as much as I can, skate,
Yeah?
working, family life.
It seems like you fucking get outside quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is that like weekend missions?
Weekdays.
Yeah, you go out on the weekdays?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesdays are my days off of work. So
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I usually go up Monday. Sometimes I'll go up Sunday night.
Give me a rundown of like a typical trip. Like, how do you... What time do you wake up? How do you do this? Because I'm watching online and I'm like, this kid's like, he goes out for... Do you go out for like multiple days?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I usually...
Walk me through one. Walk me through like a trip.
Let's see. The most recent trip I took up there, I packed up my bag.
Where'd you go?
I left work, packed up my bag, and left at like, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock at night or something like that, and drove up to the mountains. And the mountains are like, an hour and 15 from my house. I can hit the Kank from there.
Hit the what?
The Kank is the highway that like kind of crosses the mountains. It's kind of like, that's where I think they begin in my head, So packed up my stuff and just went up. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do yet.
Yeah.
But I got spots. I got like places that I know like that are good.
Yeah.
And
like skating.
Yeah.
You
like
just
I
know.
found like spots like I can camp out and no one's around. Like stealth spots like out off of the trails into the woods. So I have those marked like an old like skate spot book. You know what I mean?
That's
my
sick.
GPS, and then I usually kind of decide to look at the clouds. I like study what the clouds are supposed to be for the next day or 2 days, and then I'll pick where I'm gonna camp based on that, so I know like.
You're just watching for like weather.
I'm looking
rain.
for like a break. When sunrise comes up, I want it to be clear in the east and cloudy in the west.
Okay.
So you have the clouds lit up.
That's
you know what I mean, on that side. So I usually camp on the eastern slopes of the White Mountains. If it's looking like that for sunrise or sunset, it would be the opposite. Like I'll camp up somewhere on the western side of the mountains. It just depends. It depends on where those clouds might line up.
Yeah.
And I look at probably 5 or 6 different. I have different like weather apps that I check. 5, 6 every time, and I'll just like compare them and then just go for it.
Do you have like an objective when you go out there every time?
To have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're definitely bringing your cameras every time.
I bring my camera. I bring my camera all the time. It depends, like
which is fun.
Certain times of the year, it's more of like right now. There's not many leaves up there, so I'm more like into wildlife photography because your line of sight is so much better in the woods. There's no trees, and there's no leaves on the tree, so you can see way further.
Yeah, you get some more depth, huh?
Yeah, that's and like the bears are coming out of hibernation, and there's a lot more going on right now. So that's what I've been doing. I've been more focused on wildlife photography, and then as things turn green and kind of progress through the summer, I'll do like landscape stuff and astrophotography.
Yeah, I love that.
So I like I'm looking at I have like this routine that I kind of go through. I look at clouds. I look at the moon cycle.
Sick.
To know it has to be dark enough for astrophotography, so I'm always paying attention to the moon cycle.
That makes sense.
So I'm like a new moon. I'm like, all right, if it's clear, I'm going. Like I'll go up.
New moon? What's a new moon?
It's when it's like it's not, you don't see it.
Oh, so it's like after the full moon. It goes to new moon.
It's in between the cycle. It's like
right.
In between cycles on that. Like the moon cycle is about the 28 days or something like that.
So you can't see it during the new moon?
The new moon, the sky is so much darker because there's no moon in the sky.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
that makes sense.
You can see the stars much better.
You get more depth.
Yeah, you can see the stars, like stuff you can't see if the moon's out. Even if it's just, like half moon, it's still like changes what you can see.
No, it makes sense because like if you go to a city and there's like a lot of light,
yeah,
it's like you can't even see the stars.
And that's the other part of it too, is like figuring out light pollution, because I have to take that into account as well. Like if there's a city within 100 miles, you'll see it, see the lights. So I try to like go far enough away and have something interesting in my shot, in my foreground or whatever, to line up with the Milky Way or whatever it is at that time of year. Right now, the Milky Way is a little harder to shoot. It's like more visible around like 2-3 a.m. right now.
Oh, sick.
But as summer progresses, it's earlier in the night. It'll be like 11 o'clock.
That's right.
So it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like you can like shoot it and go back to sleep.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck up your schedule as much.
Yeah. So now it's like this last mission that I did, I kind of just went for it, and I knew this spot. I've never done an astro shot there before, but I've looked across the pond where I've camped in the past, and I've been like, I got to get over there. Yeah. There's no trails or anything. So I had to
go through the water.
So I bushwhacked through the woods.
Oh, like, dude! Bushwhacking. Yeah. Bushwhacking Trembley.
I went through all that.
Like a pro wrestler, bro.
But it was sick though, because I brought my 600 millimeter lens with me, which is my wildlife lens.
Dope.
It's heavy, but I like to take it with me when I can. And even though I was going out there for an astro shot, I had my 600 with me, and I'm bushwhacking, and I get out to the pond, and I can see across it, and then I see a moose over there.
Oh,
like
sick.
On the other side, I was like, oh, perfect. I got my lens with me.
So sorry to derail a little, but are you going really slow? Because like a moose, I feel like you'd scare that off. Are you just kind of creeping through the woods?
I try to, if I know I'm like, if I'm tracking a moose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll go slow and I'll be quiet. I didn't know there was going to be one there.
Oh, so it just happened.
I was just trying to get there with enough time to like set up camp before it got dark.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know where I was sleeping yet. I didn't even know if there was a place where I could put a tent.
Sick.
So I was like,
I like that.
But so I saw that moose, right? And then I got distracted. I was like, I'm shooting this moose until it's dark.
Yeah, that's a happy accident.
Yeah,
right?
So it was great. It was.
How big was that thing?
It was a large adult.
Dude, they're massive.
It was a bull moose, but he didn't have his antlers because they shed those in the winter.
Yeah.
But I could see it where they would be.
Oh,
so
sick.
Hopefully he sticks around, and I'll see him in the fall.
How old do you think that thing is when they're adults?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
How long does a moose live? That's a real question.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Do I have my phone? I do. 1 second.
It'd be like a turtle. It'd be like hundreds of years.
Hold on.
But
I wonder, like, how. Imagine if they lived like turtles. That'd be forever.
Yeah.
I mean, they live long if they hide well, right? They don't get bang, bang.
Well, the ticks are killing a lot of them.
Oh, dude, gnarly. There's let's see. What would you even type? You type moose.
Average life expectancy.
Average, yeah.
Let's see what you get. I'm curious now too. But yeah, it was cool. It was a good experience.
All right, let's see. In populations that are heavily hunted, the average lifespan of moose is between 4 and 5 years of age.
Whoa.
In an unhunted population such as the Massachusetts moose population, the average lifespan is slightly higher, between 10 and 13 years.
Wow.
Dude, that's a lot of a difference.
Yeah.
That's double.
But it's also a lot less than I thought it would be.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. So I wonder when they hit maturity, that's like... They probably look... I wonder how different they look from when they look like a puppy until when they're like an adult. Like,
oh, it's noticeable in their body. Like
yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a baby moose before. I don't even think I've ever said baby moose before.
They're pretty big. Even the baby moose are pretty big, but you can tell they're a little like skinnier legs.
Yeah.
And smaller for sure.
I picture like a giraffe.
But either way, they're big. Like you see one of those in the wild and it's crazy. If you're close to one, like...
The photos and footage I've seen from you, I'm like, holy shit, you can like... It's like a full beast, you know?
It is like you're like stomping around, out there. And I've had encounters in the past, but I didn't... It was before I was really into the wildlife aspect of photography, but I've seen moose. Like when I go out, I went out to another spot to get an astro shot, and there was a moose all night.
That's sick.
Like I was shooting it over this little pond, and there was a moose the whole time stomping around in the water. I'm like, dude, it's easier to like knock over my camera.
Yeah. Big fucking...
Because I left a time lapse going all night, and I camped nearby, and but yeah, it worked out, and it was cool. And like looking back at it, I was like, yeah, I wish I could have spent like that evening, photographing the moose, just like chilling. And sometimes they're scared of people, sometimes they're not. You got to be careful in the fall when they're in the rut. They're aggressive.
Yeah, you don't want to get fucked by a moose.
Nah, they'll they'll stomp on you. It's kind of like their thing.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad day.
So yeah.
You're like, honey, I broke my leg. A moose fucking stomped me to death.
Yeah, it's just so you gotta like let it stomp on you and kind of lay there or like cover yourself obviously, but don't move.
Yeah.
Because even if it starts walking away and you move, it'll come right back and start stomping on you.
Someone needs to make that, because you know in that one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
he got like attacked by a bear. I don't remember the title,
All right.
but like they film a scene where he gets mauled by a bear, and it's like the most, to me, I haven't seen that many bear attacks, but it looked pretty accurate. They should do that with a moose.
Yeah.
Have a moose beat the shit out of someone on film.
Well, they're kind of goofy looking, I think, too, so it wouldn't be as like intimidating.
It would make it funnier,
yeah.
though. You'd be like, he got his ass beat by a moose.
Yeah. It was cool, though. It was cool. It was like, I don't know, I just love that. Like, I'm always looking for them, too, when I see tracks. I'm like, I'll get sidetracked and be like, I'm tracking this. I'm tracking these. If it's fresh, I was like, I'm going.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like, I'll go a couple miles out of the way just to see.
That's sick. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Those things are like mystical creatures, dude. You
They
see
are,
them. I saw one when I was younger. That's the only time I saw a moose.
Yeah.
My grandparents live in Maine, and there was like a road where you could drive to at like a certain, like right before night, basically.
Yeah.
And you could see the moose by the road. And I remember seeing one from like a distance, and I was like, holy, like it put dinosaurs into perspective, because it's getting on that scale, you know?
Yeah.
First time you see an elephant, you're like, what the fuck, you know? But a moose is on that level, you know? It's like a beast. It's not a dog, you know?
No. And you gotta be careful too around them and respect them and give them distance and stuff. And they act different, like all of them act different, so you gotta know.
What started like shooting this stuff? Like, how'd you end up shooting wildlife and doing these trips?
Yeah, I've always been into photography, but never had I guess the money to gear up, to have like a camera and lens and all that stuff. And I had a friend Mitch, who was
shout out, Mitch.
Yeah, you know Mitch too. He's shot skate photos like back in the day.
Sick.
And we used to do trips and stuff with him, and he helped me out like as far as like what to get and stuff like that with my camera, my first camera. And he worked at like a photo store, and he was like gave me the rundown of like what it would be, you know, like I told him what I wanted to do basically, and he's like pointed me in the right direction.
Fuck yeah.
So
you need that, dude, for sure.
So I just like I got that camera, and I remember I got the camera and flew out to Oregon the next day.
What?
Right, so I was just on the plane the whole time reading the manual, going through the menus.
Oh, dude, that's good.
And like learning on the way, and then I went out there for a week or two with my sister, and just like shot everything that I could, just to like get a feel for it. And I was learning. I didn't know anything.
Where'd you went to Colorado? You said
Oregon.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So it was cool, and it was like a great place to like learn how to like use it and do all that stuff.
Yeah, dude, I imagine it's like beautiful there just to shoot like the trees and stuff and like shoot around, you know.
No, it was nice. And but it's also like you might know this, like this, I've been skateboarding my whole life, and I know like there's going to be a point where I'm going to keep skating, but there's a point where it's like it's hard sometimes, you know what I mean? Because you're hurt.
You need like other things to distract you from skating, or other things to hold your attention.
You need something that you love as much as you love skating.
Yeah.
Because eventually something might go away, and you like to have something to fall back on to keep you sane, kind of. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people where I need something to like really balance me, like whether it's skateboarding or photography or whatever. So I got really hurt too around that same time, and it was like photography was one of those things. I was doing more drone stuff then when I initially got hurt.
I remember. I've seen the drone stuff.
That's how I got into photography. Basically, was I did drone stuff for like I don't know 10 years.
That's sick.
And then was like I should do like still stuff. You know what I mean?
Like
kind of mix things up a little bit. But that was out of necessity of like I was hurt. I broke my leg really bad, and I was like in a wheelchair basically, and I was like, just fly this little drone around and like get shots, you know what I mean? And like and edit the videos and stuff like that. And it was like that's what was like it kept me like in a good mindset and in a good place.
It's crazy how there's like with skating, it's like you have someone skating, then you could have someone filming, you could have someone shooting photos.
Yeah.
You could be skating with them. There's like people that like there's all these different roles and aspects to it, you know. You need a filmer and an editor, like someone who's like someone who's paid attention to computers enough to get it out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
and we lucked out, you know what I mean? Like Seamus crushed it.
Oh yeah, dude. Thank your filmers. Everyone out there, thank your filmers, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Say thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In the trenches sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's one of the funnest things of skating too, is filming and getting clips, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of sick to do it out in nature, like fucking
Yeah.
stack some moose shots. Bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam.
Well, it's like that mission, you know what I mean? It's like we drive around looking for skate spots.
Yeah, dude. The nighttime ones, I was
Yeah.
telling someone about. I'm like, dude, we just like set up these lights. Sometimes there's security, sometimes there's not.
Yeah.
Like we figure out where to plug it in. Like,
We were security.
yeah, exactly. So true.
Security vans. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like that though. It's like I'm super thankful that I found something that was like it brings me that same like excitement and like the treasure hunt for like a spot, like photography. I'll look at a map and be like, instead of I'm looking for stairs anymore. Now I'm looking for like a cliff that overlooks like a valley or something, or like something that's like someone hasn't shot before. I want to get out there and explore it and see what's up with it. And it's like how we used to look for skate spots. Like hasn't been skated yet. You know what I mean? Like totally. See what's up with it. And like
it's new terrain. You're exploring, and you have a new like you might not be getting a trick, but then you're getting the photo or the clip. You know.
And I feel like New England's one of those like magical places that, like with skateboarding and photography, is like there's a couple of spots that are blown out for both, but then there's like these places that people don't know about.
Yeah.
Or like they're not like you don't see them all the time. You know what I mean? It has like a certain character to it.
It's always changing too, like especially with the skating side of things. It's like the shit's getting fucked up through the winters and stuff.
Yeah,
and everything landscape.
Like you come out here and Bondo like a set of stairs to skate, and then like come the next year and it's just like it's like 2 inches lower. You know what I mean? Like
fuck.
New England's rough, dude. I love it. That's what it's like rugged. Everything about it is rugged. I love it.
There's a lot of nooks and crannies, you know, and there's a lot of like stuff that. There's not a lot of perfect spots, so when you find them, they just like are even that much better, you know.
Yeah.
And then you find these crusty stuff that makes you adjust your skating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're like, oh, this is fucking sick, you know.
And then you get out to California, and it's like
there's uniformity. It's like stairs, smooth ground, sidewalks. They have good hills.
Yeah.
Long Beach has some cutty stuff.
Yeah. This spots.
There's some
like
stuff.
That.
You have to like search it out. I remember like San Pedro had some like spots too.
I love that place. I still talk about it all the time, San Pedro.
Yeah.
Like going up on the cliffs and looking out over the ocean.
Sick.
Yeah. I was up there one day, saw like whales swimming through between the Catalinas and San Pedro.
Wild. Yeah, dude. The horizon line is the sickest part at the beach. You catch like the whole line.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I just went to St. Lucia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was sick. It was just jungle and tropical, dude.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was like an awesome trip. There was some gnarliness at the end. I got car sick, and we just saw a dog get hit by a car.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that was rough. On the way to the airport, we're leaving. And we're just like, they have this one road, Chris, on the island, basically, and it just like, I'm not exaggerating. It had hairpin turns.
Yeah.
It said that on the sign.
Yeah, hairpin turns.
Yeah. Through the jungle, bro. And I get motion sickness, so it's like, this is not an exaggeration. That's what the roads were doing. They were just fucking wiggly lines through a jungle. It was like an hour and 20 just to get to like the hotel. So I survived the one in, and then we did a boat ride, which was sick because we were off the coast and we're just looking at the beautiful like the cliffs, and they have these mountains. I think they're the Piton Mountains. Yeah. And we went to like this volcanic like spot where you can do mud bath and stuff and see like the actual it's like bubbling and stuff.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like you don't think of volcanic stuff on the East Coast, but it's there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw that, and then like they're like, yeah, smell it in because it's just all like stunk, you know.
Sulfur.
Yeah, it's just like, and the lady was like, yeah, it's not me. This is what it is. Like she said that.
It's like eggs.
Yeah, that was sick. And then the boat ride was sick because you're just along the coast, like looking at it. You would have loved it, dude.
Yeah.
Like and then. We went snorkeling. We went on this thing. I did a mud bath.
Nice.
It's supposed to be good for arthritis, which is like that might help with skating, you know?
Yeah.
Deal with that. And then waterfall shower to wash it off.
Nice.
So that was sick. Waterfall is kind of hitting kind of heavy though.
Yeah.
Which is good,
I guess.
Bit. Yeah, it was like a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick.
Nice.
Yeah, and then just that ride out. I survived all that with my motion sickness. I got through the flight. I got through the fucking taxi hour and 20 in.
Yeah.
Then we did a boat ride the next day, and then some sun. I didn't drink a lot, so I think that helped.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if I drank a lot, I would have been like dehydrated more. Yeah. You know. So I made it all the way through the whole thing, and I'm like, I'm doing pretty good. And then we're driving to the airport, and literally the guy's like asking me, he's like, how you feeling? And that's never a good sign. You know?
Yeah, when someone asks you that.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, what do I look like?
Yeah.
So true, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm good, man. Like, and Tyra's like, he gets car sick sometimes because she's just been there with me. And I'm like, yeah. And as soon as he said that, and then, dude, we're just doing these fucking roads, man.
Yeah, and then you're thinking about it even
They're
more.
never
like,
ending, and he asked me multiple times. So then it got to a point where my toes are tingling.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign. That's got to be dehydration or something,
I
right?
don't know.
Oh, I don't fucking know. Toes get too stiff, like tingles.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, we're in stage 2, you know, like levels up. We went from just like uncomfortable to now my toes are tingling. And then I asked him to pull over. Yeah. Because I was like, yeah, let's get ahead of this. You know, he offered it. That's what it was. And I said yes. He pulled over. I took like a 5-minute break. We have to get to the airport. We're not running late, but still, I'm like sick thinking. And then I'm like, I'm gonna try. Get back in the car. I'm in the car. We're going again. And then I think it was before the dog got hit. Yeah. Oh, it was so brutal. I think I was like, I don't know. I asked him to pull over again. And I threw up. I put a fucking finger down the throat. I kind of preemptively. And Tara gave me like some Dramamine. It's like pills or something. Yeah. I never take like.
Just make you tired.
I guess. Yeah, it did. Maybe drowsy. I was like, oh. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. That was insane. But the whole trip was sick though. Snorkeling. You ever been snorkeling?
Nah,
It's like looking into like finding
so clear out there too.
Yeah, it is, dude.
I've like swam out there before. I don't know if it was St. Lucia. I think I might have been there, but I was like on the beach. I didn't go up into the mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember the water being like super clear and there's like stingrays swimming around and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't see any stingrays, but we saw a bunch of fish. When you like snorkel, you fucking dip down, you're in Finding Nemo, and it's like big green fish like that
so
big.
Crazy, yeah. How, was that awesome? Like being on like the moon, like a different planet. Like I just think like all that, like under the ocean is just like a different planet.
Yeah. Right? I could do it for hours. Yeah. I burnt the back of my legs because we were doing it. Because I was having fun.
You got sunburn on the back?
Yeah, the back of my legs got burned.
That was like floating above the water.
Yeah, I was. The only problem is like when you're snorkeling, it's like I'm gonna buy my own snorkeling glasses because these ones like
goggles.
Yeah, goggles. I'm gonna get it next snorkeling heavy, bro. It gets water after a while, and then you got like salt water, and you're like, oh shit, and then you have to come up and same with the little snorkel thing. It's like. You get it full of water after a while.
That would scare me so much.
Yeah, you just blow it out. You're just constantly like trying to like, and I'm not that good of a swimmer either. Yeah, I had like these floaties or whatever. Like,
I was gonna ask how far down you were going, but probably not.
No, just a life jacket. Right? I had a life jacket, not like floaties.
Floaties in your arms.
When you're like fucking 12 years old.
Yeah,
those things were sick to like pop. You just pop on, just guys.
That's rad though.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. We relaxed. We had fun. There was some fucking highlights. It's crazy out there.
That's awesome.
I went to Puerto Rico before too, and that was sick. Just like on a surf trip.
Yeah.
Just tagged along. No. I tried. I try here and there.
How did it
go? I took like my homie Conrad brought me out on a real longboard. Me and my lady.
Yeah.
And I could catch some waves, dude. You see me out there. Yeah.
Dude, remember Long Beach? I had a small stint trying to surf. I can't remember if you did too or not.
I might have tried with you.
That girl who was living down the street had like all those longboards, and we would just go. She said we could take them. She worked at Starbucks.
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, and then we would grab those, and they were huge longboards, so it's easy. Like I don't know how to surf, but I could do it on like a 12-foot board or 10-foot board.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But I tried a short one, and just like got annihilated.
It's insane. I feel like.
But she was out one day too, and like she used to teach surfing.
Oh, sick.
And
I think we did a class out
there. She got a stingray through her foot, like the barb or whatever, went all the way through her foot and out the other side.
What's up with these fucking barbs?
They're gnarly, yeah.
That's what I don't understand. It's like, are they jumping on the stingray, or does the stingray attack you?
She was walking, because she was teaching someone how to surf.
Yeah.
So she must have like stepped on it in the sand.
Is it that sharp? Maybe.
Yeah. It must be went through her foot. Out the other side.
That's what I'm saying. That's usually like you'd have to deal with like a knife. You know, you can't do it with a butter knife.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's sharp.
Didn't Steve Irwin get the?
Yeah.
Yeah, it killed a man.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I never understand that with stingrays. I'm like, how does this get you?
Yeah. Just gotta be unlucky.
What about jellyfish? You ever been stung by a jellyfish?
Yeah. Well, like a man-o-war, I think it was. I don't know, like those little blue ones.
Okay.
I got stung when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And they were like, my dad took me to the beach in Florida, and they were washing up all over the place.
Yeah.
Should have been a red flag. We were like, whatever, we're in Florida. It's like,
you're fucking
we're
out of
going to
towners.
the beach. Yeah. Go for it,
We're gonna get stung by
I got
jellyfish.
stung by one of those things, and I remember being like, I felt paralyzed for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds or something. Like my body was just like, I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then I eventually was able to swim like back in, and it hurt.
Oh shit! Out in the
hurt
water
bad.
too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You're just like fucking zip.
So it was like I didn't know what was happening. It got me on like the inside of my leg, and then I was like, I'm not going back in the water.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been stung by a jellyfish or a stingray. Luckily, thank God.
Yeah.
For that. That
Just
sounds
be careful.
brutal. I almost got myself on the trip that we were just on though, because I guess there's these like, they look like little volcanoes or like red things or something. Can't remember what they call them. It was something to remind you that they'll hurt you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, thought I knew what I was doing basically. And I was just standing on the rocks and shit, and they're like, get off the rocks, get off the rocks. And I was just like kicking around these volcanoes. I felt comfortable,
Yeah.
And I knew they were going to hurt. Like, I don't know. Either way, I got away from them after that.
All right, I was waiting for the part where you get like stung or whatever.
No. I just got away. I was like, fuck it.
You got lucky. They were yelling at you though?
Yeah, the dude, the local, I would do it to someone at the skate park if they were like,
doing waxing up the flat on the half pipe.
I don't really care about the waxing's fine.
You wax the flat?
I don't.
I wax the transition.
People do that.
I know,
they just
terrible.
Do it. Yeah. They don't know. They just don't know not to, you know?
Or they're just jerks.
Yeah, one or the other. No, yeah. I do at the skate park if I see some kid who's like, the last time I did it at the skate park was I saw a kid who I think was a scooter rider.
Yeah.
And he was at the foam pit, and he took his helmet off to jump in the foam pit. If you're under 18, you have to have your helmet on.
Ah. So you're like the park police?
Yeah, but I don't work there.
I thought it was going to be like
I don't work there.
Doing a diving board, like hanging his board off when you're trying to skate.
No,
whatever.
Dude, nothing.
But it was sketchy. The helmet set you off?
I was just like, you know what?
Yeah, safety first.
If you're not 18, your parents are responsible. You know?
Yeah.
You're not an adult yet. You can't make up your mind, bro.
That's fine. All right, I was going to call you out on the OSHA violations. I won't, because you're an adult.
I just do it sometimes, like, with fucking the kids, because it's like, they know, you can catch them, you know? Yeah.
That's funny. This dude's yelling at people.
Yeah. I don't really do it in a dick way, though.
All right.
It's like a joking way. Yeah, because they can't tell if I work there or not.
Yeah.
Because I do work there once in a while, you know? And you gotta be like, you gotta follow it, you know?
Yeah.
But now I just like whip it out once in a while.
That's funny.
Because they get away with it. I seen someone take their helmet off one time.
Yeah.
They're underage, so they took their helmet off and they did a flip into the foam pit.
Yeah.
And hit his head.
Yeah. That's like you're gonna get hurt in the foam pit.
Yeah. Luckily he was okay, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, I saw that before.
We used to have the foam pits like sound safe, but they're not.
Yeah. No.
Like I'm not trying to like hurt any marketing for the park or whatever.
Oh, you're not.
But foam pits, like
they've had the foam pit forever.
Dude, we had one at Waterville.
Skate parks, we
had an outdoor foam pit at Waterville Valley.
Oh yeah.
Right, and it was like maybe a foot of foam, right, off of like a 6-foot launch ramp into it.
Oh no.
So like people got hurt so bad, and they go right through the foam, and then through the wood underneath it. Like it was bad, dude. I saw a lot of people get hurt on that.
That's gnarly. I don't think there's been that many injuries at the one at Edge, but definitely in the park. Like it's been open for over a decade, so like there's injuries. You know, it's right at your risk. You know, that's the reason with the helmet. You're gonna be like, I'm calling him out.
Yeah, that's good.
He's already scootering. I gotta tell him to put his helmet on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If he was skating, it'd be a different story.
So funny, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. What I kind of want to talk more about going out into the wild. Like, do you sleep? Right. You camp out?
I do, yeah.
Awesome.
So I haul all my stuff out with me in my bag. The last time I went out, my bag was 70 pounds.
Nice.
Which sucks.
It's heavy.
It's too heavy.
You're out there
too. I brought my big lens, all my overnight gear, and it's cold at night. Still gets down into like the low 30s. So I had just extra gear in case I get cold because I'm far from anything.
Yeah.
I'm not getting. I'll I'll be out there for the night no matter what.
You better have
so.
your fucking jacket, dude.
Yeah. I got everything. I got my list.
You got some good boots?
I do, yeah. I have
Yeah.
some like decent winter boots.
That's like one of the adult things I've fought off.
Yeah.
And
I need it.
It's to my own problem.
Yeah.
Like, I should just get boots, you know?
Yeah.
I had a pair of boots. I need them for shoveling.
Yeah.
I'm getting a pair of boots.
Yeah, get some boots.
All right.
Yeah. You don't need anything crazy, just something warm. But
Just something
for
so you
hiking,
can
I
walk
get
around.
like really like I get ones that are good and they're waterproof, they're warm, and sturdy too for like hiking. So there was a time where I was hurt during the summer and I wore my winter boots because I was like I needed extra support on my ankle.
Yeah.
Like I broke my foot, my ankle, and it just wasn't healing. And I was like, I just want to be out. I was staying mellow, but I needed to get out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just used my winter boots and cranked them pretty tight, and it was fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Just like hot feet, but you know.
What was the last injury you had skating?
Skating, I don't know. I've been on like, well, I don't want to say. Is there wood? Is that wood?
Knock on wood.
I've been like, I keep it like comfortable.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit still happens, but in the last 5-6 years, I keep everything comfortable. Like I'm skating to like where I feel like I can. I'm not trying to like, you know what I mean? I'm just skating. I'm having fun. I'll do nollies off of a crack.
Hell yeah.
All day and be happy.
Yeah.
That's it.
I skate with a bunch of little kids half time.
Yeah, so
and
it's
half
like
time I'm just filming them, not even really skating.
So I don't know. Injury wise, I can't remember really the last one.
Well, because you brought up your leg earlier.
Oh, that was snowboarding.
Oh, it was?
I did that snowboarding, and it sucked. Like I get hurt. Most of my major injuries have been from snowboarding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
That was bad. I broke my my fib, like so my leg here and then up here, and it folded basically in half.
Oh, the two are down here, just like.
There's like right where your sock line is. It broke all the way across there, and then up higher by my knee broke too.
Oh, gnarly.
And yeah, I laid there for like 20 minutes before I got help, and it was like.
Was that a trick or what happened?
I was hitting a rail.
Oh shit! You did rails on snowboard?
I shouldn't be doing that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I should have known. Like whatever. And I was trying 50-50 backflip.
Oh.
So I did it, but when I came down, I was at a weird angle. My leg just snapped.
Oh, gnarly.
So I was laying there, and then I was like, eventually, someone came over and was like, "Yo, you all right?" I was like, "Nah." It was like my leg was broken. Like, can you tell someone just to like, send up like a sled or whatever to get me down? And he's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "I know you." He's like one of the kids from the skate park in Dover, or not
sick.
Dover, Portsmouth, Shit Park.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "What's up, man?" Like, yeah, I could just tell him.
That's it.
He's like, "Your shirt's broken." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm pretty sure I feel the bones moving around.
Gnarly.
So yeah, that sucked, man. It took me out for a while, and it was when we were building the ramp in Dover too. And
that ramp is sick.
Yeah, I had a cast on my leg, and I just kept going out there and working and getting it done. I didn't get to skate it for opening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that sucked, man. It took me out for a really long time, and it set me back like in a couple different ways, but like mentally, yeah, it was not good. Like going through that. I had like hardware and stuff in there. I got it taken out.
It's amazing what you can overcome though, right?
Yeah.
Like the body heals, dude. It might not be like you're still skating, which is sick.
Yeah. No, I don't. That's fine now. It feels okay.
Yeah.
It was just like a weird time, like, and it was like, I don't know. It was just.
It's heavy to go through.
Yeah.
That's an injury, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about my last one. Fucking brutal. But you take them from time to time, you know?
You pay your dues. I always, whenever I get hurt, I'm like, whatever. Like, I got to pay my dues every once in a while.
The ratio of good times to, like, injuries is way low.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that. Anything.
It's good to stay active, too, because you're, like, constantly moving, too. Like, so if you keep everything engaged, especially now that, like, once you realize to stop doing so much damage to your body, you can start to, like, actually engage, and like it's amazing how strong your body can get and the things it can
keep
work
it moving
through.
And you have to understand like your limits, you know, like you gotta like you look in longevity at this point, you know what I mean? So you gotta like understand whether it's hiking or skateboarding or whatever it is, like you gotta know your limits and kind of just like stay in that zone, you know, so you can do it for longer.
Yeah, for sure. Longevity is key. It's sick. It's the best.
But yeah, that's kind of what I guess brought me into the overnight camping and hiking stuff, was like I kind of slowed down a little bit with my pace when I was hiking. So I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll take a couple days to do something and like sleep in the middle somewhere so that way I'm not like pushing my body too hard.
Yeah, that's smart.
So it's like what's kind of like that, like, oh, I'll go as far as I feel like it, and then find a place in the middle of the woods to like chill and like just have some solitude, you know?
Yeah, that seems like the best part, dude.
Absolutely, I love it.
It's crazy because nowadays it's like we're so bombarded.
Yeah.
Like it's also thrown at us, but we're also like participating. Like everyone has phones, and it's like there's so much engagement and stuff to distract you and pull you in every which direction. You know, like that's the whole world is like fucking firing off. So like to like go somewhere where it's like you can kind of like sharpen your other senses. You know, like when you have negative space, you can like pay attention to things. You know.
Yeah, it's and there's a lot of parts of the White Mountains when there's no cell service, so it's like you can get completely disconnected.
That's the best.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also like every step that I take, like further up into the wilderness or whatever, it's like the further I go out there, like the more things get filtered through my head, like shit that I'm like that's stuck. You know what I mean? Like stuff I'm working through. The further I hike, or like the more like elevation I gain, or something like that, like slowly starts to like all that shit that I don't need kind of goes away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think about it ever again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's weird.
It probably gives you time to process it.
It does,
like,
because I'm just by myself, and you know what I mean. I'm just alone with myself, doing something that I love, and thinking at the same time, and like working through all that stuff, working through it and letting it go, and then like it's like a rejuvenation every week. It's like kind of like my recharge to like feel like human again, because you get caught up in shit with its work, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just.
Well, you sound like you're talking about skateboarding too, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that's
well, it is. So you know,
too.
like that's what I try to like tell people. There's a lot of people. I have friends who hike. They never skated. I have friends that skated, never hiked, or do any of that stuff. So it's kind of like you tell them, like, you know, when you're skating, you don't. All you're thinking about is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you're so. It's like the most zen thing ever. Like. And it's
especially if you're trying to like film a trick or something.
Yeah.
You're like in a complete like if you're trying to push yourself and do something,
or learn something,
a little bit about your outside your limit. Yeah. Just like you're at
so it's like that zen where it's like, and that's what it was like. You know that shit when you're a kid. You go through so much fucking like, there's so much heavy stuff going on. You're going through so much.
Oh yeah.
You just go out. You go out and skate, and you don't have to think about that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like that like giving yourself a moment to like be present in what you're doing. It's super important. It's healthy. Like skateboarding, hiking, like whatever it is, doesn't matter. Music, anything that you're doing that like brings you that like calm is worth everything in the world.
Yeah. The more things you do that bring that to you is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice to have like different ones. You know what I mean? Like stuff I would never expect. Like you'd be like, huh, that's like things I've never tried before. Or try something new, and you'd be like, all right, like that's. You end up falling in love with things that you didn't know existed.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're just like your energy, and you gotta move. You gotta be engaged. Like you have all these senses, so like if you're paying attention to them and aware, you can like start to use them. You know, like and it's like where do we aim this thing after you figure out how to like pay attention a little bit on something. You know, like for me it was for you too. Skateboarding. Yeah. That was the thing that like held your attention. You know, just hard to find something like that.
Yeah. It's also, you know, it was holding our attention, but it was also like, it was a healthy distraction from like our lives probably back then. Like when you were a kid, I know you went through some shit.
Definitely.
Like,
it was like, it's been multiple things, like an escape at times too, where you're just like, go off fucking pissed off skating to get away from situations.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's not like, but it's not like you're going out there and like smashing your board and getting all pissed. Like you're like, learning something, right? You're progressing, and it's like you're focusing on that, and you're getting rewarded from it. Like you feel rewarded, like progressing in what you're doing, like something that you love.
Yeah, it's been a constant thing in my life, like that, where you just slowly improve on things. Like that's what I like about mini ramp or even flat ground. It's like you can still piece things together. Like I can still go learn like a nollie big spin on flat because I barely can do one. You know,
I've only landed 5 360 flips in my life.
Dude,
I've tried about 1,000 probably, or more, probably more.
I feel like you've got a few though. I've seen some.
Nah, that's it, 5. But it's like one of those things that's funny, you know, like.
Yeah, it's so much nuance to like what you can do with it. You know? There's things you can never really like. There's always, it's just a rabbit hole of just more stuff. You know, it's awesome.
But it's healthy, like.
It can be. It definitely can be. It's like. If you're active and then you're out there and you're just like skating, having fun, you meet people, like build community, make friendships, everyone just doing cool shit. Like that's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
I used to like, cause skating to me sometimes would be like something I'd want to do alone too.
Yeah.
I always like that.
Can.
Yeah,
that's the
which
thing.
was
It's
nice.
Like, it's different. It's different than having a session, but it's still you have fun in a different way. You know?
Yeah. I used to just skate by myself all the time, dude, and just like push around.
Yeah.
Even when I was pissed off and not even in the mood to skate, I would go skate and just. Yeah. I'd probably hurt myself that day, or something. You know, like you're just pissed off and you shouldn't even be on your board probably, but you're like, fuck it.
Yeah. But that comes down. That's like what like I get worried about sometimes with some of my friends or some you know, like it's like you gotta have. What if that's not there? Like, what if you get hurt? You know what I mean? What if, I don't always think what ifs, but I just think it's important to have like multiple things that you love that you can do that make you happy. Because I don't, like, I see people like you go and you can get into like a dark place.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? If you get hurt and you lose something that like holds you together.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like what it has organically become. Like our lives has been that, like skateboarding. It's like that's what's like held it together.
Definitely. That's 100% for sure. Yeah, you like I've definitely learned to build my identity through skating, like learning how to skate and get tricks and like engage with people. Skating took me street skating. You too, like you went around the world too. You went to Japan and stuff, and you get to see like other cultures and stuff because of skating. And then like you're out on the street, you run into who knows who, like you know what I mean. You gotta learn to engage and stuff. Yeah. And then those light missions fucking at night,
back
dude.
In the day,
You're just lighting stuff up, making it happen.
Generator lights, hitting spots at like 2 in the morning.
Dude, that was the best feeling though when you didn't get bothered and we could just light it up and the spot was a go. It's just like I even like doing that at skate parks. Like if you just turn the lights off and pick one thing, that's like the best. Yeah, it's so fun to film.
It's fun, man. I love looking back at all those times, man. Like, yeah, so fun. Yeah. All of it.
Dude, we've known each other for fucking so long.
Yeah.
Long
little kids hating each other as little kids,
dude. Because competitive.
Because you got so pissed when I dropped in on that roof before you.
I did, dude. I was kidding. Salty.
I think you did it before me.
Did I?
I think so.
I don't even remember. Yeah, we've always kind of joked about that.
Yeah.
I think people want us to be competitive, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
But nah, man. Like, I haven't seen you in a minute, but like, yeah, no, I love you, dude.
Yeah, same, dude. Absolutely, man.
Been through some stuff together for sure.
Yeah, man. It's been insane.
Yeah. And like I appreciate, you know, when I get hurt from skating and I kind of, you know, I fell off in many different ways, I guess, as far as like doing it for a career or anything, you know what I mean? Like, but you guys took me in out in Long Beach and like took me on trips and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude.
With Birdhouse. I didn't ride for Birdhouse or anything, but like you guys were down to take me in and I appreciate it. Like those are some of the best times. I was going through some like heavy stuff besides like with skate, like I lost like what I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And like stuff going on back home or whatever. I was like kind of in a bad place, but that like helped so much. Like just like being able to do that, skate. It was like there's no responsibilities at the time, you know, just eating frozen burritos and drinking 40s, I guess. But like skating,
legend,
and like taking me on, you know, to Texas and Arizona and all that stuff. Like
you're like the first dude to me that was like. You like had a vision kind of with your skating. I don't know if that's fair to say, but like to me, you just seemed driven. Like you were killing it, dude. And you're in all the magazines, riding for real, and like.
I never had, you know, it's like I never had like an end game, but it's like it is with anything else. It's like I do it. You do that stuff because you love it. I didn't shoot photos to be like, oh, I want to have photos in a magazine and like or film parts for anything other than like. It was fun. Like those missions were so fun. Like it was like, you know what I mean? Like it was cool to see it in print and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it was cool because like I feel like you just followed like an opportunity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and you did it really well. You skated those big ass handrails without even second guessing it, dude. Yeah. You went all the way across the country, those van trips across the country
right?
to make this shit happen.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we did that.
I know you were driven by the mission too, because like you always knew where spots were when we didn't even know where we were. Dude.
Yeah,
you found some.
I had skate radar.
Skate radar, dude.
It still have it. I find skate parks all the time now. Like,
yeah,
I'll be driving around and be like, I think there's a park over there, and I'll turn down the street and be like, yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
it's right there. It's terrible. I'm
dude,
skate.
You were like the first dude to me because like we grew up. I was so young. You were the first dude. I was like, dude, this guy's like. Whatever you did it. You were like, you were doing a lot of things. You were playing music and stuff.
Yeah.
Drums, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like anything, and you know, people, there's a lot of like, I don't know. I get really uncomfortable sometimes when people are like, oh, like compliment me, I guess, on certain things,
Yeah,
like with
yeah,
my
I feel.
photography or anything like that. And it's like, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But like, I feel really uncomfortable because I do that stuff because I love it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not like trying to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
get
trying
that.
to do like be anything with it, I guess. I'm just doing it because that seriously like makes me feel whole. Like
Yeah.
that sort of stuff is what makes me happy. So I do it, you
It's
know?
the things that, dude, those are the things you should follow, the things that engage you.
Yeah.
And you like want to work and wholly focus on it. Those are the things that'll guide you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's good to be able to recognize that. There's
Yeah.
people that don't even, they have things like that in their life that they probably can't even recognize because there's too much going on and crazy and all that, you know?
Yeah.
I was that person.
Life is
like,
hectic, you know? It
dude,
gets
growing
hectic.
up is crazy, yeah.
Yeah. I think part of it, like, I guess you don't know that, but so I've been sober for like 5 years.
That's
So
awesome.
you didn't know that when you asked me if I wanted a beer. But that's been a huge part of it, is because like, I, you know, like got clarity, I guess, you know what I mean? With like, I was just like out of control through a lot of things and not understanding
Yeah, yeah.
what was happening. It was just chaos all the time. And so now I'm able to like feel things better, like appreciate them better. So that's like a
Yeah.
big part of it. And that's when I started finding all these things that I love that kind of all started happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And like fears, like my, I've always had a fear of like being stuck on a mountain overnight. So I was like, I'm terrified of that. I was always terrified of that. So I was like, I'm going to do it
Yeah.
to see what it's like. I need to like know.
I did that with skydiving. That
Yeah,
was like my thing. I was like, if I can jump out of a plane.
And then what happens, a weird thing that happens is when you face a fear that's like almost paralyzing to you,
Yeah.
it starts to bring you comfort to
Yeah.
know like, you know, that's not that bad. Like it's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're prepared for it, you know what you know what you're getting into. Like
You definitely can challenge yourself and meet those things,
Yeah.
you know? It's hard to, it's like, it is scary, but I was scared of the plane partly because of my like
Yeah,
vertigo and
yeah,
stuff,
getting
like dealing with
sick.
that. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like, I want to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's sick.
It's fun. How many times did you go?
I think 2 now.
Yeah, see, that's what happens. Like
Yeah.
you're like, okay, that was awesome. I could do that.
Yeah,
again,
it's
sort of
super
deal.
fun.
Yeah.
I always want to just trail you out there, like one
In
time.
the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple people reach out to me and want to do something to like kind of show what, because it's funny. Like I really do try to like kind of document what I'm doing, because I like to like share that experience if I can, because I think it might bring someone else, like, you know, it might spark something in them to be like, oh, I'm gonna try that and see, you know, they might love it.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and I do like to like some of the stories that happens. I like to like share it, like tell people about it or see it. So that's why I've been trying to do with like just with social media or whatever, stuff like that. I'm trying to share like little snippets.
You've been doing a good job, dude. I go to your profile all the time and check it out, dude.
It's nice to be able to like to share that stuff, because it's pretty crazy sometimes.
It's unbelievable. It's like that everyone, like, not everyone carves out a niche to go into nature, you know what I mean? All the time, like, a lot of people are just working, so, like, even just to see it, it's, like, reminds me. Like, some of the shots, I'm like, this is, like, a nice break. It's like when you see something beautiful and you're, like, in awe of it, you know? Those moments are awesome.
But it's like one of those things where it's like, I feel anytime that I'm not, like, doing something, work, or, you know, like, I have some free time, I try to fill it with an adventure. Like, whatever. Drive to the coast. If there's big waves, I'll go to the ocean, you know, go up to the mountains. But I try to make sure that I always do it, because it's kind of like what centers me, I think, doing that sort of stuff.
Dude,
and
fuck
being up there.
That seems like really grounding, literally grounding, because you're just going out into negative space and you're in the Mother Earth, bro.
No, I love it. I don't know if I go that deep
you're
into it.
You're in the vagina of the earth.
No, I do appreciate it, though.
It helps, dude. The ocean always humbles me.
Oh, the ocean's great.
Just like that, even on that vacation, I was like, this is awesome. Going in when it's the same temperature as your body, basically. You're just like, you can lay there.
Well, good luck up here with that.
No, I
You
know.
might get it down here in the south.
Here,
Shore,
when I go like the Narragansett area, like I'll go in there and it's pretty nice.
It's warmer, but up in New Hampshire and Maine, like it's cold all
It's cold,
year.
Yeah. It's still cold.
Yeah. It feels good, but
yeah,
it has to be like 100 degrees out to make it feel good.
You got to be ready to get cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Conrad took me out like messing around with surfboards just a couple times, like
Yeah.
in the cold, dude. Like
You have
the
a wetsuit
fucking
and all that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's cold. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Not so bad in the wetsuit, but
Yeah. I was always curious about, do you feel a lot warmer in a wetsuit? I've never used one.
yeah.
Yeah?
It's a lot warmer for sure.
All right.
But still, it's just like, it's awkward putting one of those motherfuckers on, though.
Yeah.
You're just like a full suit, you know? It's like fucking zip in, you gotta just get in that thing and out of it.
Check this out. This I've always had this like
lube up and
I've had this thing in my mind where I'm like, if the air,
mm-hmm.
all right, is colder than the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
does the ocean feel warm?
The air is cooler.
Yeah,
than
it
the
says like
ocean.
0 or 10
That would
degrees.
make
10
sense.
degrees, and the ocean's 40 degrees, 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Do you think the ocean feels warmer?
I wonder. No,
I wondered for years, and then one night I put it to the test.
freezing.
Right? It was like,
fucking freezing.
it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, I need to know. I need to know. I've been thinking about it for years. So I jumped in. I jumped in the ocean, and it was cold as shit. It was it sucked.
I told you.
It was so cold.
At least you know, though. I
know now.
I can't answer.
So I don't
that.
have to wonder anymore.
well,
like, what's up
thank
with
you.
it? But like, I remember just walking. Like the car wasn't too far away, but my feet were like frozen. Like felt
Dude,
like bricks.
So cold. Yeah. Give yourself like what is it when it gets too cold?
Frostbite.
Frostbite.
Yeah,
Right. That would be horrible.
It was quick. It was quick, and I had a bailout. I had a car that was super warm, ready to go. Like,
oh, nice.
So I was like, I knew, just in case my theory was wrong, that I'd be all right. But yeah, I've always wondered that. And then like with the wetsuit, I'm like, I wonder how much of a difference it makes. Like,
it does. Like I don't think I could be out there without the wetsuit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it definitely makes a difference. It keeps you cooler or
Yeah,
warmer for
yeah.
sure. But
I'm gonna have to get a wetsuit.
do it. Fucking do it, bro. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, he took me surfing a few times. It was super fun, but it was so cold. Like some of the times, I'm like,
Yeah.
how does he do this? But when it's like skating, when they get into a session, it's just like,
Yeah,
they're-
is it like that? Because it's like waiting, all right? for
Yeah,
the
a lot of
wave,
waiting, yeah. But they rip, dude. It's
Yeah?
insane. I went with a bunch of them watching them surf, and they were just like, they would always come back in and say they sucked, and it was trash, but they would kill it. About to me, I'm like, maybe I'm just like the novice, the new guy that doesn't know much, but
Yeah.
I thought they were ripping, dude.
You were on like a 20-foot board.
Yeah,
right?
I was like on.
You were mall grabbing.
I think I was on like a naughty. I probably was.
You're holding it by the fin, right? With the
Yeah,
mall grab?
yeah, that's how you do it.
Or the skag or whatever.
That's so funny. Mall grab's a thing, dude. My justification is like, don't grab it that way when you start to grind, because then you might get a metal splinter, because I've done that.
Yeah.
Because I mall grab. So
No, you don't, do you?
dude, when I feel like it,
Wow.
whenever that is.
Huh. I only do it by accident.
Oh, really?
Like if I flip my board up to catch it or something like that, I'll accidentally grab it and be like, oh, shit.
Switch it out real
Mall
quick.
grab. No one saw that. I got to do push-ups.
Shame,
We used to make the
shame.
campers do push-ups at Waterville.
Oh, really?
Be like, oh, mall grab, 10 push-ups. And like people do push-ups all day.
That's hilarious. That's a really good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
We were pretty mean to the kids, but they loved it.
That's not bad. That's not bad. You're helping them out. They're getting exercise.
Yeah.
Waterville Valley.
Yeah.
I
Skate
saw-
camp.
I saw a bear there for sure.
Oh, there's tons of bears there, yeah. They come out and go through the trash and
the
everything.
black bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got out here. They're harmless, but they're like big raccoons.
Yeah. Did you ever live in Colorado?
No.
It was
I
Oregon.
spent time in
Oregon's
Colorado.
where you were. Your sister
Yeah,
is,
Oregon,
right?
yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
You've been out there though.
Yeah, yeah.
I love how the sewer caps had like roses on them. Everything's like I guess Portland.
Oh, Portland,
Maybe
yeah.
Portland,
I don't I haven't I've been to Portland a bunch of times, but I haven't spent like as much time as I have where she lives in like the deserty area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Your
It's
sister's
different.
doing good, man. She's always
awesome.
been ripping.
Dude, she's awesome.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm like so jealous of her. I just missed this. I was actually supposed to go with her up to Alaska to do heli snowboarding
What?
a couple weeks ago.
Wait, heli? What?
Heli, like dropping out of a helicopter into the
Bob
mountains.
Burnquist
She was in like
into?
Valdez or I don't know how to pronounce it.
Somewhere.
Valdez up there, like way up in Alaska, and she asked me about it, and I was like, I would love to go, but I know my body, like I don't snowboard enough
Yeah.
to have the stamina to do that, so I missed out on that trip. I didn't
Yeah.
want it, and it was expensive. I was like, I don't want to like waste this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I probably get one run in, you know what I mean? Like that's it, and then I'll be toast.
Yeah, at least you're nice about it.
But yeah, man, she's
Coulda
like
sent it.
she's awesome. She does what she feels like. She just goes places where she does whatever she wants. It's awesome.
That's
Like, oh, I
nice.
want to go to like, you know, whatever, like New Zealand or whatever. and she's out there like fly fishing. She was doing something with helicopters. I don't know, but like
Choo,
fly
choo, choo,
fishing
choo.
out of like getting dropped off into remote areas with by helicopter to go fly
Whoa,
fishing
wow.
and shit.
That sounds like something you would do, though.
I would love it.
Dude.
She told me, yeah, and
Rambo.
and she thinks of something and she wants to do it. She had a trip to Antarctica to go snowboarding, and they were flying to South America and taking a boat from there to Antarctica to go snowboard.
Whoa.
But at the last minute, they canceled the boat. There was 100 people that were supposed to be on the boat, but because of COVID and everything, they were like,
"Oh shit,
you can't." You know, what if everyone on that boat gets COVID in Antarctica? Like, it's just not safe.
Yeah, dude.
So they had to cancel it. I know she was bummed on that.
A boat full of sick people in Antarctica.
So she didn't get to do that trip. I think she'll probably like replan that. But then she ended up going to like Machu Picchu instead.
That's sick.
It's like, whatever, man. And like, it's funny because she tells me, she's like, I remember like having a conversation with Shetler, and you told her like, you know, just do like, you want to do something, just do it. Like, you told her something.
Hell yeah.
She's like, I remembered that, and like she's still like, I think you gave her that spark, like a little. You know what I mean? Back
sick.
then,
that's awesome.
She told me that one time. I was like, that's awesome.
What? That's sick to hear. Hell yeah.
It was probably like, you know, chilling at like my mom's house or whatever, like way back, like an old conversation that you might not even remember, but like it like I think gave her a little spark.
That's sick, man.
She just goes for it. She runs a business out there.
She's helping me too, because every time I see her, I'm like, what? She's doing something sick.
It's crazy,
you know?
right?
Like, yeah. It's inspiring to see it, you know?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
She'll be out here for June, so
that's right.
Hopefully show her some of the places in the White Mountains too.
I like when I came back from that trip I was on, I was like happy to come home. But like when I got home too, I was like, damn, we live like I started appreciating our trees more and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I always take them in, but like I was in tropical for a while, and then to come home and it's like hitting right, you know. I'm like, this is awesome right now.
You gotta think this is crazy. Maybe it is crazy. It's weird. But I went down this rabbit hole of trees and like studying trees.
Oh, sick! That's awesome.
And stuff, and like I'll sit and I'll watch like YouTube documentaries on like trees.
That's sick.
For hours.
Like, I love that.
And like I have a book on like big trees like to find in like New England and stuff like that.
That's way sick.
So, but yeah, I've been like, and then
you have like a checklist basically of things you can see.
But now I'm like, I drive by a tree and I'm like, oh, sick, look at that. Like, it's like a state champ tree right or like something. And like, I noticed like, I never, like all those rock walls and stuff that you see, like maybe not down here, but up in New Hampshire, there's rock walls in the middle of the woods.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, why is there like rock walls going through the middle of the woods? And like realizing like that all used to be farmland. There was no trees.
Yeah, yeah.
And like all those trees are new.
Sick.
But you'll see one huge one in the middle of all that, and it's like this big oak tree. You know, it's like growing everywhere.
Yeah,
that's because that used to be like the livestock tree that they'd keep in the middle of the field for shade.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that's good.
So like the sheep or whatever would go under that tree, and yeah, so that's why they're so big compared to everything else that's around it.
That's so
and
wild.
And those trees also grow so crazy. I don't know if you ever noticed that or not, but if you go through a farm and there's a tree, like a random tree in the middle of it, it grows in every single direction.
I've seen them.
It's because there's nothing like keeping it from growing, and so it grows out in like 360. Like all
that's
crazy.
Why when you see like when the hurricanes come and it uproots the whole tree, that always blows my fucking mind.
That's the other part of it too. Is like I can look at trees now that have fallen over, and I can tell if it was like a thunderstorm. Or if it was like a hurricane because of the direction that
Treologist.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I got like way into it, and like you can see like when they fall, it creates a pocket and then a pillow on the other side, so you can tell how old it is.
Yeah, like I always knew about like counting the rings. You know, like I feel like that's pretty like most people learn that in school, right?
Yeah, and some pine trees you can see it too when the branches grow. Like if it's in a straight line across, each line would be like a year.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
yeah. Some trees, not all of them.
Yeah.
So it's funny though, but like seriously, it was like the most boring YouTube videos of this guy just out in the woods. Like, look at this tree. Like,
that's awesome.
I love it though. I love it.
Dude, I get it. I get it. The only thing that makes me think of is I got really hooked on these two ladies. They have a cooking show. I talked about it on the podcast, but it's two fat ladies, and they just love to cook. And there's two fat ladies, and I like love it. I watch every episode. Yeah. It's just two fat ladies that go around. They got a good character, and they like go to like local towns in like England and all over, and they just do these like crazy cooking shows. Basic, real basic. They just talk and banter and shit.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But they're
dude.
good. They're good.
Yeah, it's like kind of dry, but once you get to know the two gals, you're like invested. You know.
The two gals.
Yeah, they're just like they're awesome. They're just like old British women that have a cooking show.
That's
literally,
awesome.
and they had a good enough sense of humor to call it Two Fat Ladies. That's the name of the show. It's on YouTube.
It's okay. I wasn't sure if you were just like
No. That's the name of it on YouTube. You can watch them all. I used to watch them like back in the day, and then I got on Sparked again, and I watched them all. It's awesome, dude.
Something you can just sit down and like hours, right?
Yeah.
Just, like, zone.
And it's sick because they go to like the local town, and it's like in some part of the world I've never been, and they just like crack jokes with whoever's supplying the local food and stuff.
Nice,
and they do like they cook for like churches, and they cook for like yacht clubs and like all different things. They just bring the two fat ladies in, and they come in, and the ingredients are just real simple. They're like not measured out.
It's like ramen.
Yeah, it's just it's so good, dude. It's the best show ever.
I'll have to check that one out then.
But it's probably like the tree stuff might be a little slower than that. But still.
It's slow. It's real slow.
I still like that though. So funny. Yeah, Two Fat Ladies. Check it out.
It's a plug for them.
It's a good. I don't even think they're on. It's definitely not on the air anymore. They might not even be around anymore. I wonder how old they were. Should look into that. I feel like they're like my aunts almost. Like you feel related to them after you watch a few episodes.
Sick.
It's fucking hilarious.
They drew you right in. That's good.
Yeah. I just binge it though. Like I try not to watch TV every day. My lady does put on Flea Market Flip. So I watch that one. Just like people come in and they compete, and they just like get fancy stuff at yard sales, and then they go back to the carpenter, the guy who can actually build their idea or like refurbish it. They do that, and then they have to sell it at a flea market after.
Oh, okay.
And whoever sells the most or makes the most profit gets like $5,000 or something like that.
Okay, so the competition.
Yeah, it's like two people versus two people.
Gotcha. And
they come in and they give them a little character, and like they always take jabs at each other because you can tell the show was like, make it a fun competition. Like, choo choo.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'll watch Wheel of Fortune once in a while.
Yeah, is that still good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I wasn't that heavy into it when I was younger, but I went on a streak where I was watching a lot of Wheel of Fortune though.
Nice, that's funny.
Pretty hilarious. And you know what's funny too is like the vacation. You can win it on Wheel of Fortune. It was like the
same
to
one?
the same place.
Yeah.
I used to joke with Tara when we were doing it. I was like, all those islands are right around. All the prizes you can win are just right there. So I was like, I'm fucking Pat, and you're Vanna.
You should try to get on there. I think you do all right.
I've been telling Tara to get us on a reality show. I was like, get us on Flea Market Flip. We'll kill it.
Yeah.
Because the carpenter will build it. You can have the eye, and I'll just be the moral support.
Yeah,
Dude,
be there.
I'll just be like,
backup.
This looks good. They'll give me the brush, and I'll paint like a couple strokes.
You can be like a character, so I can get dressed up.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what a lot of them do is they accentuate. You know? That's hilarious. Yeah. You watch any shows?
No.
You ever watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Oh wow. You used to watch Beavis and Beavis.
Well, way back.
Like, would you watch Ren and Stimpy and stuff?
When I was a kid,
all that?
Yeah. Ren and Stimpy was good. They had like that real close. They would do like regular show, and then like when that close up shot, like disgusting, like it would be like an ear or a nose or something, like way close up,
a wiggly like thing, and like they're disgusting, dude.
Yeah. No, I grew up on that stuff.
Yeah.
But now I don't even. I watch TV. Sometimes I'll put my TV on.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't look at it, and like it'll just be on. I don't know what you have for cable, but mine has like screensavers, like these photos. Like if you're not watching something.
Oh yeah, it'd be like
it's like a landscape photo or whatever, and it just keeps repeating every like 20 seconds.
Yeah, screensaver.
Usually my TV is on that.
Oh, sick.
Like, because I turn it on and then I'm like I start doing something else and not really paying attention. And then I look and it's like, oh yeah.
That's kind of cool. I think you might be able to customize that, dude.
Yeah.
Switch out those photos, maybe.
Yeah.
Then it'll just be something else.
But I can hear whatever's supposed to be on in the background.
Right.
But I usually don't watch too much TV. Just like random tree videos on YouTube.
I go in binges. I'll like go for a long time without watching it, and then I'll be like tired or like sore, or like I have like some time where I need to slow down. Then I'll watch some shit.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Occasionally,
you force yourself. You're like, I need a day to like just chill.
Same with the phone. I'll just try to leave the phone in another room, or like if I can go somewhere where there's no phones, it's like it's good to have practice because the things are addictive. You know, it's like It's your connection.
Dude, I went up. What was it? I went up to Baxter State Park in Maine.
Baxter, Maine.
It's way up there. Yeah. Like beautiful, beautiful area, and there's no cell service. There's no gas stations. It's all just like one dirt road that goes through it.
Yeah.
And like that was the most disconnecting thing I've ever done in my life. And I went up like kind of off season. It was in the fall. There was no one up there.
How long did you go for?
A week.
Oh, damn.
And I just took my little Kia up there, like on these like dirt roads, dude. It did all right.
It did all right.
It did all right.
She pulled through.
Yeah, a couple of scars here and there.
Oh shit!
But it was great, like being out there for a solid week without any cell service, nothing. Yeah. Just like there was a canoe, and I found a big lake up in the north part of the park that a ranger I talked to like told me about.
That's sick.
And I found the canoe and used it for a week and just camped out like on these islands by myself. Like,
that's way
just
sick.
Like super isolated. It was awesome.
With no phone
I didn't
either.
see any. There's no point of even having a phone because like
doesn't work.
You know, there's like and it was just like that long of a period of time to not have any sort of like distraction or whatever. I guess what a phone would bring or any sort of like whatever. It was just amazing. And then like the thing that sucked, I knew it was gonna happen. The second I like start driving back and I get service, I'm gonna have like.
Oh yeah,
dude,
you're gonna be stonewalled.
like 100 emails and like
so
all
much.
These text messages and like I can't do it. That's like that's the bad part, I guess. But eventually it catches up with you.
Yeah.
But having that time to disconnect, it's like I think it's important.
It's super important, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it's rejuvenating, Yeah. I'm just like, oh, it's really nice, dude. It's just because like. We're always connected, There's always things going on all the time. So you need negative space too occasionally, Like I feel like that's a lot of people these days. Is they're so connected to so many things that it's like there's no negative space, And then if your sleep gets fucked up, I've been trying to be better about my sleep lately. It's a good thing about what you do probably is you have to like wake up early a lot and like you gotta be.
I'm not a morning person though.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way.
So I wake up early. This is gonna be terrible. Here's what I do.
Hilarious.
I'll camp like near where I want to take a photo. I'll do sunset, maybe astro. Wake up for sunrise, and then go back to sleep.
Oh man,
right?
That's awesome.
And I'll sleep for a little bit, like because I'll be miserable for the rest of the day. I don't, like I've always had a hard time waking up in the morning, I guess. So I'll sleep in most times. Sometimes I don't. But I'll like take a little nap, like.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So I'm not a morning person.
I love naps, and I'm not a morning person either, too. Yeah. So.
Do you have a set schedule with work at all, or is it kind of?
It's flexible, but I've been trying to stick to a schedule.
It helps because it gives you structure as far as like your circadian rhythm or whatever for sleeping. It'll help you like lock into something.
Yeah.
Because it will eventually. It's a struggle. It's always been a struggle.
Yeah. I wonder because you. The light, it's with the light, Like I remember I listened to some podcast. God, I'm not gonna remember it now. But he was saying like when you wake up, the first like 10 minutes or whatever, try to get sunlight, like natural light on you.
Yeah.
Like, and I've tried that before. It kind of does help. You wake up and you're like tired as shit, but you just get up when the light comes up.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like it wakes you up.
Oh, to have your curtain open or whatever.
Yeah, like just try to go with the light rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
It fluctuates though, like.
It does,
right? Like in the winter, it's dark at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
it's insane.
And I don't know, like what's up with daylight savings. I heard that they might.
Is that still a thing?
I heard it might not be. I did hear that. I don't know if it was some sort of crazy conspiracy or whatever, but I did hear some politicians talking about like voting.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of it.
I don't want to switch, bro.
Because I hate it.
Yeah. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, I'll deal with like a little darkness in the morning in the winter. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like when it gets dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, it's like depressing.
I would like to just sleep in with Elwood for as long as I want.
Yeah.
That would be great. Sometimes I get to do that, and it's great. I have days where you can. Yeah, that's retirement. You just.
Yeah.
It's the best though, because Elwood's like me, man. He's really healthy. Elwood's crushing. You seen him?
Yeah.
Dude, he's old.
He's getting after it.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
He's a beast, dude. He's great, dude. But he's like, he sleeps in. He's cranky.
Yeah.
He's like, dude. But he's doing better. I've been like giving him extra attention, like keep him present a lot,
Yeah.
They're always present, but stick to like saying Emma's crushing it too.
Yeah.
Emma's fucking doing good. She hurt her leg a few times, but I think we got it under control, which is good. And she's learning some limits, kinda.
Yeah.
It's tough with her with other dogs.
How old is she?
She's young. She's younger.
So still
4 or
training
5.
like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but she just has so many bad habits. But we're getting better. We've gotten her so far. Like she's doing good. And with animals, it's like I can get her to calm down a little bit. You know, just stand across the road from him. Although we did bring her to my lady's father's house, and he had 2 dogs.
Yeah.
We just let her down with them and their friends. So I know she's not like too crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
But we just don't get enough like interactions with other dogs, you know.
And then you're gonna have that tension of like, oh, what's gonna be, and they pick up on that.
Yeah.
And then they get like nervous. And
Emma's
anxious.
luckily she's small enough, and I just put like the collar on so I can just like straighten her out and pull her next to me.
Yeah.
But she like still tries to attack at times. I'm like, shit, friendliest dog to people.
Yeah.
Loves people. Will jump up on you and all you got. Get down, Emma. I always teach her that too. Yeah. She's a beast, though.
It's tough though with dogs. Like, sometimes it's just, I don't know. I don't have a dog, but I've had him in the past. But
name off some pets you've had.
Oh,
I feel like you've had some good pets.
Hansi was my dog.
Legend. What kind of
dog? German Shepherd.
Ooh, bigger dog.
Yeah,
German Shepherd's big dog.
Yeah, I used to ride him around like a horse when I was a kid.
Legend.
Raja was a Rottweiler.
Young Trembley. He had a mohawk.
Do you remember Raja?
What?
Raja was my Rottweiler.
I do, yeah.
And she was cool unless like you like took food away from her or something like that. She'd get a little aggressive.
Yeah.
And then Debo, which was like he was like a German Shepherd.
Oh,
German Shepherd, Golden Retriever mix. He was like a big, round dog.
Yeah.
Like he was awesome.
Those dogs are amazing.
Yeah.
The big. We had one.
Funny. Dude, I saw him. I know you said like I don't want to bring up anything bad from your trip or whatever, but you said you saw that dog get hit by a car.
I know.
And,
I'm not triggered. I processed it. I just feel bad because it was like one of those situations where like, fuck, like how often does that happen?
Yeah.
You know, like and there's like, you know.
But there was a time Debo snuck out one night.
Yeah.
And like he used to always sneak out and just like take off.
I think I remember that. I feel like I've chased him.
And he always had to chase me. He wouldn't listen. He would just go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude. But he did that one night and got hit by a car.
Brutal.
But he just bounced. Like,
yeah.
Because he's so big. He was like he was fat. Like
it helped him.
Yeah. He literally bounced off of that car and he was on the ground, like knocked out. And I went over and like grabbed him. I thought he was like really hurt, and then he just got up and he was fine. Like, dude, he just got hit by a car and he bounced.
He just farts. He's like, shakes it off.
Yeah, he was good, dude. It was crazy.
What a beast!
I took him to the vet. He was all set.
You've definitely taken some skateboard slams like that and survived.
Yeah,
so you
he bounced sometimes.
Yeah,
you get lucky.
Your approach too, I remember, was like you would show up to a big rail and you'd like skate around the block to like get your blood going, and then you just come back and do it.
And try it.
Yeah,
I learned that you don't want to look at it too much.
Yeah, don't
then
size
it's
it down.
intimidating.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You just do it.
Yeah,
kind of like you picture it, roll up to it a couple times fast.
Yeah.
So you're not like looking at it for too long, you know?
Yeah.
And just do it.
You got to make up your mind. You did that on some spots where there were like cracks and stuff where you popped though, which is insane.
I don't like that.
But you did them. You did them though.
Stuff makes me nervous. But,
dude.
Yeah.
When's the last time you skated a mini ramp?
Oh, I skate mini ramp every day.
Legend.
Dover.
Yeah, Dover's a good one, huh?
Yeah.
You got. Oh, you were saying, do you have anyone skate with there?
There's a whole crew. There's a crew down there. It's awesome. Dover has like the best crew. It's funny.
That's
I
awesome.
love it because like, it's not like, I don't know. It's funny because I grew up like in that like mess of like it was a partying and there's like, it's weed smoke and whatever. Like people are just like going, like they're partying down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Down there. So it's like funny. I go from like I'm pretty calm now, and like I don't have that stuff in my life anymore.
Yeah. I like that.
But when I get to like a park, I've gone to like different skate parks too, and you walk into like a party scene.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, this makes me comfortable. Like,
this
is what I know. I grew up on this. Like I grew up doing this shit. You know
totally.
What I mean? Not that I'm partaking in it, but I love that vibe of like they're just getting after it. Yeah. And Dover has that going good.
That's
like they have like a good system going on down there. So like they're always like having a good time. Like
that's good to hear, dude.
Yeah,
that's
and like the park's pretty beat. Like now. Before we get the new one or whatever, but they're still down there every day. I think even when we get the new park, they're going to be at the old park.
Yeah, of course.
Like that's like
Sounds awesome.
They'll stay down there. They love it.
Yeah, dude, that's the best about having a skate scene or like people that are all just the same spot.
And you can go and
a
just
park will create that too because it gives you a spot, even if it's not like a street spot. It's still like a spot to meet up and like see people.
And you can go push around, do like roll around for a little bit, and then just chill, and you still have a good time.
Yeah,
you don't even have to like skate your ass off. You can just like chill and have a good time.
That's what I do at the edge because it's so big.
Yeah.
So you can like go into one part of it, and if like you're just like this is too heavy, you go to another part. Yeah. It's a little mellower. Yeah. Or if you're like you just move around,
Yeah, that place does have like separate kind of like areas like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about skate parks is there's people, especially that one and like a lot of them where people just meet up and it's like you see new people, you meet people, you're engaging. It's like awesome.
We used to have that at Rye when that place was still open. It would be like Thursday nights, everyone would go.
Yeah.
And it was during the winter. A lot of people don't see each other as much, you know what I mean? No one's skating outside. So it'd always be Thursday night, like it would be the funnest. Like even if you're not like skating like hard or whatever, you're just like hanging out with your friends and stuff. Like it's like it's fun. I miss that stuff.
That's the best.
Yeah.
You just hang out. Yeah.
And then we go to like this like crappy bar down the street called Locals.
Oh shit.
And like hang out there too afterwards. Like it was always like it was like a routine. It was an awesome routine.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, because everyone, you get to a certain age, people have responsibilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But being able to carve out that one night.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're gonna do this every week.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's that is the best.
Yeah.
Because there's a session.
A bunch of adults.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's weird.
Yeah, like Wednesdays at the edge is good because it's hump day, so like people need to skate and midway through the week.
Yeah.
And then like Friday is kind of heavy because people have been working all day and they just want to ride,
Yeah.
And that's biking, skating, scooting, like everybody in there. It's like
I didn't even think of that Wednesday. That makes sense.
Hump day, yeah. That one. And then sometimes they would do deals like certain days and stuff, so that would be a day, Like, I don't know if they do those anymore.
They used to do. At Rye, they used to do like 30. I think it was free if you were like 30 plus or something, or 40 or something like that. I can't remember.
Given the senior citizen discount.
So that would always be like, all right.
I'm getting up there. I'd use that one. 39. How are you?
40.
Dang, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Knock on wood.
Get the AARP card going. Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny though. But I don't feel 40. Like I feel, you stay youthful. You do things to keep you feeling mentally youthful.
Yeah.
Physically, hopefully too, but.
Yeah. If you're engaged, if you're staying engaged and you can like relax, and it's crazy to like kind of manage your energy to like be explosive and do things and all that stuff. And then also to realize, this is something you learn from skating, is like, especially if you're filming tricks or video parts and whatnot, you're like destroying your body sometimes just to get one trick, you know? Like some of the rails you'd skate, like if it goes wrong, or the bails or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
So like, real quick, you just learn to manage. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this, try to get this clip. I'm going to be beat up for like a week. And then you have to like figure out how to like stop moving, because you're the same, like if you're always doing stuff, you know what I mean? You're like, what do I do?
But what's crazy though, back then it was like, we would do that. We would destroy ourselves and then skate our asses off the next day.
Yeah.
Like, but now I'd be like, dude, I'm out for like a month.
It was like we were on skate benders, dude.
Yeah.
We were probably out there complaining about our injuries. Like, I'm sore. Fuck it. Get it.
No, it's crazy, man.
We skated so much.
Stuff didn't really, it's weird. Do you think about some of the slams that we've taken and some of like the shit that we've like put our bodies through?
It's amazing.
But it wasn't, I still enjoyed it, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even like the slams, I enjoyed.
Yeah.
It was part of it,
Totally. That's what makes the ride away that much better.
Yeah.
It's like you get through all that shit, the hell and the chaos of landing the trick. That's kind of why I got that thrill. The big handrails a little bit are like that, or were like that when I was younger and could do it, Like I look at big rails now and let me see, maybe like 5 years ago, I'd look at them and be like,
maybe.
Like, maybe is it worth it? Now it's like I've like almost gloss over it. I'll look at it and I just have a little bit of like, and then I just keep going. But luckily we did it. That's one thing. I'm like, but I've already like jumped on some big rails. It's like good to be like, it's a sick feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like one of those things, It's like see how far you can take something.
Yeah.
You like took nose blunts really far. Like you pushed nose blunts.
It's weird how
far.
that trick like for some reason like clicked in my head.
Yeah.
And I could do it on things that I could like do it as like a warm up or like to test out a handrail.
It blew my mind every time, dude. I'm like, how? I couldn't nose blunt for so long, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things where I can't, like, some people can do like backside tail slides or whatever. Like, they have a go-to trick that they're comfortable with. That was just always my one that I was comfortable with.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But like 360 flips, nah.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Not
That's
that
so
one.
funny.
I wish though. That's like one of those ones I watch like Drake Jones old footage and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And like, I want a 360 flip like that.
You can, dude.
No, I can't.
You gotta rekindle that. It's what
I'm
else?
trying to think of if I did one, what it would look like. It would be like, I don't know. Like
You're gonna have to do a varial flip
it'd be like
first.
a Nate Sherwood 360 flip.
You gotta go back to varial flip. That's all it is. You gotta go back to varial flip, get varial flips again,
Yeah.
and then try a tray flip. I guarantee that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now.
All right, I'll start.
Do you think you should practice varial flips?
I'll send you, if I get one, I'll send it to you.
Oh, dude,
I'll get you evidence.
I'm gonna try to film one now. We're gonna have a varial flip off.
Yeah.
Not varial heel, varial kick flip. Varial kick flip.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing the heel.
Heels.
No.
Heels easier.
I can only do those with iPath grasshoppers on.
That's so
Remember
true.
those?
That's
Like,
so
for some
true.
reason that trick worked with those shoes, and that was it.
Dude, those shoes were sick. iPath had a good run.
With like the Velcro.
Yeah. Remember my homie Jeff? You remember Jeff Talismanic?
Yeah, yeah.
He had the grasshoppers a
Oh
bunch,
yeah, he
dude.
ran that shit.
And he had white dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Coke tattoos, right?
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yeah, yeah. Coca-Cola.
Not to be confused
with the other.
Yeah.
So funny, dude. Yeah, man. My sessions today are like, so I did film a trick not too long ago. Kinda. I ollied like an 8 stair, 9 stair the other
Nice.
day. Yeah, it was like it was kind of a bigger 9.
Did you land it first try?
Oh no, you know what I did? If I'm not mistaken, is I skipped the ollie down the stairs and I just tried to ollie over the rail.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think it took me 2 tries.
Because
I
like
was
that's like the thing now is like how many tries.
Yeah.
Because landing isn't that bad on your, that's not bad on your body, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bailing is like the thing.
That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah.
I felt good though. I was like moving around. I was like, oh, this kind of works. This kind of works. Because some days I feel like I can't even ollie, dude. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's like maybe it's just my emotions, but
Yeah.
but I'm like just like feel like I can't even get on my board. But sometimes it works out. You get on your board those days too, you know.
Yeah, that's what's fun about skate parks is like
Yeah.
you can just roll around for a little bit before you even like
Oh, yeah.
roll around for like 45 minutes before you really like
Even
get
try
going.
an ollie. Yeah.
I usually do that. I'll just cruise around and get a feel for things because sometimes your feet don't feel right.
Yeah.
Like you just don't feel like you don't feel like on point with your board. And I know on days like that, it's like I skate still, but I'm chilling. Like I'm not like I'm not trying to push myself in any way. I still like you find that like even in a comfort zone, you push yourself, but you push yourself in like a comfortable way. I guess you know.
Like you don't have to see how big or how far you can throw your body on every
Yeah.
trick. Because you've done
Yeah.
it though. You've
Yeah,
done it.
no,
I've done
I'm
it.
not doing that anytime soon.
Dude, that made me think of skateboard lessons while you're saying that. Because I was like, that's probably how like the skateboard lessons remind me to do that. So like, because I'll be skating with someone who's like a beginner,
Yeah.
you know, or like someone that's like just learning, you know. So it's like it forces me to push around and carve and like it's
Yeah.
like I'm like the lessons for me, you know, like
You have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
I'm
good.
pretty good with kids. Like
Alright.
I don't have patience with adults as much as kids. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Kids, it's understandable.
yeah. You're like, they're
But
kids.
dude, it's so hard to teach someone how to skateboard.
I don't really teach them how to skateboard. I just like I'll give them pointers and stuff.
Yeah,
but
help
ultimately,
them drop in or
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
I just like try to see what they can do at first, and
Yeah.
then I'll just try to guide them to try something.
Yeah.
But I'm not really like
Or like certain people, you see them skate,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, I think you could do this trick.
You definitely, I've done that before. You're like, oh, I've been that.
Yeah.
That was for me with that trick because
Yeah.
there's so much depth to skating that
Yeah.
it's like not even a big deal because like
Yeah.
you came tray flip. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Don't ask me to tray flip anything.
Someone's gonna come up and be like, yo, you gotta do more varial flips.
Yeah. That happens though. I'll be
Varial
at the
kick,
skate
like,
park and I'll be like, oh, I want to try that trick. I don't know how to do it, but
Yeah.
this person looks like they could probably do it, so I'm gonna ask them.
That's
Be like,
sick.
yo, you should try this.
That's
And
the sickest thing about skating, dude. That is sick. Yeah.
it just works with like the way that like they might do front shoves real good or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this thing's perfect for it. Like, try it. You know.
Yeah, it's so good, man. That's another thing that's good about skating is trying to learn. I was trying to explain this to someone, maybe myself. I was like, you gotta try to do tricks on every stance. Like, just do an ollie, a nollie, a switch ollie, a fakie ollie. Like,
Yeah.
just try them so you open up your options, because like you're just a novice, so you might as well just like ride them all out and try them, you know, like see what you can do, you know, what's more comfortable than others.
Do you ever have someone that like thinks they're goofy and then they find out they're actually regular?
Yes, sometimes people like, yeah, totally conversion.
Yeah.
You know, like, what, dude?
Yeah.
Didn't see that happen. I've seen it all, dude, for sure. Like I've seen people that can't break that habit, the Mongo, or like they just, or the habit that some people have a hard time breaking is like, you know, when you stand on the board and you're going to push, your front foot is straight.
Yeah.
Because you're going forward, you're pushing, right?
Yeah.
But then when you get on the board, you turn sideways so you can ride and use your toes and heels to carve and like control the tail and whatnot.
Yeah.
Some people just they get stuck on the push and then they try to ride like
that.
Yeah. And I'm always like, yo, you gotta turn sideways, swing your hips.
That's
swing
a good point.
Hips.
Yeah. Swing your hips.
You gotta do something. Like you can't turn with that rudder out there like that. You know.
That's funny. Huh? I never even.
But it just depends.
That's a good point, though. I see that a lot. I've never actually thought about it like that, but that would mess you up trying to skate like that.
Yeah, and they do, and they don't realize that because it's a different. It's
you gotta slide your foot. You know?
It's because skating at first is like you can get hurt. There's no handlebar, so it's like you really got to learn that center of balance.
Yeah,
that's a lot of
slip
that.
Out. Dude.
Yeah, I started the lesson there. It's like, hey, let's do our center of balance. Just stand there and balance on your front foot and hold it and hold neutral basically. And that's just like a reminder, like, all right. And then, like, with Chloe, I used to do lessons with Chloe, but now we just skate. But I'll probably do a lesson with her. She does lessons with me.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, at one point, I was just do the center of balance. And then I was like, yeah, Chloe, lead me somewhere. And then she just go and, like, pick something to skate.
Yeah.
And destroy it, you know? I'm like, yeah, we don't need lessons today. You know?
Yeah. Just a little motivation.
Yeah. But, like, it's sick because like once you get that center of balance and can push, then you're mobile, you know. And then if you can ride and cruise and get comfortable and use your toes and heels and like have a wide stance, that's something too. I just remind people, I'm like, yo, I'll show them with my feet together and you know you slip out. Like yo, put your feet wide. You got a wider turning radius and you're less likely to slip out. You know, widening turning radius. That was something that always helped me. You had good front threes all the time, so you had a good concept of spinning front side for sure.
Front side's more comfortable for me.
Yeah. So like. I tell people like, yeah, swing your shoulders, use your eyesight, like
swing your hips.
Swing your hips. I don't think I said that, but that would be too like risque or something. Just turn sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So that's what I consider skateboard lessons is like, and that was the thing too. And I do skateboard lessons. I try to start with someone who's like somewhat of a beginner.
Yeah.
So it's just like I can actually help them.
So they know how to at least like get around a little bit.
Yeah, I might be able to help them. You know, like. Because it's instead of just like, I don't want to babysit your kid, you know?
Yeah.
I want someone who wants to learn to skateboard.
I'm sure you get a mix of both of those.
I haven't done lessons in a little while, too. It's been a while. But they pop up here and there, and then they pick up at certain times, you know? I know, like, Jensen's doing lessons at the Edge, too, and the Skater's Edge has lessons, too.
Yeah. It's funny.
Which is awesome.
It's funny because, like, I'm trying to. I did lessons. I did skateboard lessons in like the
Did you teach
late
them?
90s. Yeah. So I used
awesome.
to teach like skateboarding at this little skate park, and
how'd that
I taught
go?
skateboarding.
That's awesome.
And,
How did it go?
It was good, but it's funny though because like
That's weird.
You know, like the kids. No, it was good to teach.
Yeah.
But it's funny like some of those kids now they're like the
adults.
skate rats at the park. And it's like, dude, I taught you how to drop in. I remember that shit. Like, I'm not gonna call out any names, but there's definitely like at least three of them.
That's awesome.
That I know of. Like, I taught you how to drop in when you were like a tiny little kid.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Now you're down here like it's ripping it up though. Still, like those dudes, they go after it like all day down at the Dover Park.
Yeah,
but it's just funny like running into people and like campers and stuff from Waterville Valley.
What'd you do? What was like the day like when did you meet the campers and then you just take them to the skate park?
Oh, at Waterville?
Yeah,
we had a skate park there.
Yeah.
So it was like this resort in the middle of the mountains with a skate park.
I remember.
So we would like skate all day. No shade. Terrible ramps. This is not selling anything for Waterville.
It's like it was awesome time though.
Blue
the time
steel.
I went, it was so good.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it was not, yeah. Blue steel ramps, like, but and like we were like, you know, we had a good time. The kids like enjoyed like getting messed with. I think.
Yeah.
I hope. But it was just funny, like, in some of the shenanigans because we only skated during the day, and then we had other people. Like Alyssa was one of the overnight counselors.
Oh, sick.
So they took care of the kids at night.
Oh yeah, okay.
So if you could imagine like the crew,
it's insane.
it was like
yeah,
me, Ralph, Ed Driscoll, Dana.
She was watching over
Like-
all these kids, dude, including you guys.
No, so we had our own place, which is good that it wasn't there,
Oh,
because I'm sure you know how much of a mess that was.
Yeah.
With that crew.
oh, dude, it's a heavy
Dude,
crew.
Those
guys like to party.
It was crazy. Every night it was crazy. Like, and then we'd wake up hungover and like skate.
That's
like
sick.
like lessons. Not really lessons, but we would just be at the skate park. Like,
yeah.
With the kids or whatever. If they asked us stuff, we would help them out with it and stuff.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
A camp is like different than like a one-on-one lesson.
Yeah.
Like for me, like nowadays I used to do camps and I enjoy them.
Yeah.
But like, it's a lot of like I would do it at like a camp like you did at Waterville Valley. It's like summer camp sleeping.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
It's like you're at a camp for a week, so it's just
yeah.
like you skate with them. Everyone, that's super fun.
Yeah.
And there's some chaos and
Oh,
like
yeah.
silliness. You meet someone, and someone might get injured or like who knows. It's like going to a summer camp. Mine is like a one-on-one where I just like meet someone and then like I just try to like them show me what they can do, and then I try to like if I can help them, show them something, and then just tell them to practice it basically.
Yeah.
Like just keep doing that because it's gonna get better. Like the more you turn front side, the better your front side.
Yeah.
Like it's just practice, and fun. It's so fun over and over again.
Yeah, Waterville it was more of a full experience.
We did lock-ins, and that's what that is.
Yeah.
You just stay from like 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So it's just all night long, and
Yeah.
it's just like in a skate park with like 100 kids
Yeah,
that
they
are
just
just
run
like
around playing tag or
they're eating
whatever.
like Doritos and sugar and Red
Yeah.
Bulls, and they fucking got their friends, and they got their shirts off, and they're like. They got like mustaches from the candy, and they're just like passed out at like 4 a.m. They're just like passed out on the side of the road at the skate park, basically. And you're like, he's like on a bender. You're like, what's going on?
It's all that sugar.
Yeah, people are just staggering around at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And we'll do like dodgeball, and we'll do like giveaways, like skate jams, like best trick contests or something, and like we'll do laps. It's like insane. And then at some point, it's just like people are dropping. Dodgeball gets heavy because like you can play dodgeball drunk, like pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Like not really.
You're probably better at it. Drunk.
Yeah, like not drunk from drinking, but drunk from just being up at 4 a.m. and like you had been skating for hours and you're like just zoned out and you're just out. And people still down to hit each other with dodgeballs.
Dude, yeah.
Kids are like staggering around, dude. Gets intense.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a little something to tack on to that, like the overnight thing or whatever. There's probably like we stayed in like a separate condo that wasn't where the kids were.
Yeah.
They had nice condos.
It's good to separate. That's good. Yeah.
But then we would like be like, oh, they got all the food up there. Like, like it'd be like 1 a.m.
Yeah, you're hungry as
shit.
shit.
All the food up there. We're gonna get some of that food. So we'd go up and we'd be eating like Lucky Charms.
Oh,
right?
nice.
We'd like get into the condo where the campers are eating Lucky Charms. We'd wake them up and like be like make them watch American Gladiator. Like we would watch American Gladiators, and then Nickelodeon Guts came on right after it.
Oh shit! Someone's getting slaughtered.
So like I can only imagine what those kids thought. Like
yeah, that's
we wake them up at 1 a.m. We're sitting there eating Lucky Charms. Like guys, you have to watch American Gladiator.
You're at camp, dude.
Yeah.
The kids at the edge, they always think I'm working there, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I don't work there. I'm like, they like look at me for permission.
Yeah.
At the foam pit, you can like climb up on the ledge and like crawl out over the foam a little bit and like jump. And it's like a little bit more hang time.
Yeah.
And I just let them do it.
Is there a rope swing?
There used to be, but I think someone might have got broke off.
All right, yeah.
Because I think
Liability.
they had the rope hanging down and you could use it to climb out of the pit.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it's gone. So that would be that's a guess.
Yeah.
But
probably.
Yeah. Dude, but yeah, I let them climb up there and jump, and they always think like I'm cool for that. But I don't even work there. I'm just 18, so I don't have to wear my fucking helmet because I can decide. That's my privilege.
If they take that helmet off, you're yelling at them.
I do. Hey, depends. It depends. I'm not like always strict about it, but I've let kids go by me once or twice, and I'm like, this motherfucker. I don't say that, but I think it. I'm like, no helmet. He's clearly not 18,
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I say something? Depends, Give it more time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll say it politely. Just like, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, if the park goes, the park goes. That would suck. It's been around so long. I guess the parents would just have to take the brunt of it, but it's not even really that big of a problem. But I just go to the edge so much, like, especially in the winters, and like I've lived near it for like a decade. So like, and I did teach like camps there and all that stuff. So, but yeah.
It's funny.
depends on the kid. I'm like, hey, especially if I can tell I can get away with it real easy, I'll do it just to do it.
Their dad's there. Like,
yeah, I dad them. So
no, their dad's there all jacked. Like, oh shit.
Yo, nah, I'm never that rude.
No.
I'll just be stern, not rude.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, and then they just assume I'm like I work there. Like I don't.
That's cool though. You got that down here for the winters and all that, and even during the summer.
Oh, it's legendary.
You know?
Yeah, that place is.
You guys got a lot of parks down here now.
Yeah, they're popping up everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Just went to Connecticut. That was so sick. So much fun.
Willie?
Yeah, went to Willimantic, but we went to Rockwell Skate Park first, which was super fun. I was showing you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and that was super fun because there's a lot of like stairs and gaps and ledges and all types of stuff there and transition, and it flowed around the outside and all that stuff, and there's a lot of different ways to hit it. And I had all those different kids. I had like 5. I had Chloe, Elijah, Anders, Silas. Who am I missing? One other one. It'll come back to me. But dude, we had a solid crew, and we skated for hours in the heat, dude. I was like, they're gonna pass out. They're gonna pass out. No one passed out though, or threw up. Yeah, and they all got along, which was amazing. We skated 2 parks. It was way sick.
Yeah, Connecticut's like it used to be. I mean, I still think it is. It's like the Oregon of the East Coast. Like that was all the good parks are right there. Like 395 corridor, you know.
Yeah.
Like Pop Rocky, right? Like
Jeff,
the dude that built all that stuff, dude. Did so much for the Northeast.
Yeah.
Because all we had were those like shitty prefab parks everywhere.
Yeah. You had to like DIY the fucking skate park.
That's and he came in, dude, and like made it. He fixed, you know, like. He put a little something in the Northeast, made it good. Like,
definitely.
For that, Connecticut, yeah. That's where we're going. We're taking the RV. My friend has an RV. We're taking it down this weekend coming up.
That's sick.
I'm psyched.
Dude, that's going to be awesome.
Connecticut parks.
Yeah, that's way sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, we literally just did that, and it was so good. I'm fucking hungover from it, basically. Yeah. Just from being a whole day of skating in the sun.
Yeah, I gotta like pace myself. It's supposed to be hot again this weekend, too.
What I was telling him, I bought like a pack of waters. I'm like, drink water, it's gonna be hot, and I dumped a lot over their head. They kept asking me to dump water over their head. It made me remember. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't like died of heat exhaustion trying to skate in the summer in a while. You know?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, dude.
You can jump in that river at Willie.
Oh yeah, they did. They did, dude.
There's a spring too, like an actual spring that you can drink out of down the street from there.
Oh really?
Yeah. I know it seems weird because that town's weird.
Yeah.
But like you can drink that.
Oh nice.
No, I wouldn't do it out of the river, but the spring I would.
Yeah. They were loving the water. Well, it was freezing. They were definitely like, fuck, and they just went in.
We had this crazy idea back in the day of like a canoe trip.
That's a good idea.
Like, to all the skate parks. Because there's like 3 skate parks on that river.
Yeah.
And we were like, my friend had it all planned out. Like,
that's a good idea.
Hit Willie, we'll float down to like Baltic or whatever, I think is the next one on there. And like there was another one towards the end. Like, yeah, we'll just skate all these parks on this river.
That's a good idea.
I know. We should probably still do it.
I wonder. Wait, so you could. I wonder.
You put in at like Willie.
All right, and you get in the canoe, but you got to bring your skateboard with you.
You got everything. You got to have everything. And then 2 cars, like a shuttle. You know, like it's not going to be. There's logistics involved. But it would be so sick. Like a canoe trip, a canoe skate trip.
It sounds legendary.
Yeah.
All you need is to strap a couple GoPros on, because then you just film the whole thing. It's fucking sick. Some skating, canoeing.
Yeah.
I know. I was like thinking with kids, I'm like, did they fucking fall right in? Dude?
Oh, not kids. No,
yeah, I know.
Adults that can swim.
Yeah. You need like life jackets.
Yeah.
Adults that can swim.
Yeah.
Is it that gnarly?
I don't know.
I wonder.
I don't know. I bet it is.
I was telling them not to jump off the side. They were trying to like jump off a rock. I was like, you swim out there first and make sure. Like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Kids will just try to do whatever right away. You know?
You would have too.
Yeah. I did too. Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea for a video, though. Should do that.
Canoe?
Yeah. Right. It's a perfect, just 3 skate parks, 1 day, canoe tour.
Yeah, I'll bring it up again on this trip.
Yeah.
Although we're all like, we're going to be spoiled now. We got this like RV, you know. Like,
yeah. That's awesome.
It's going to be tough to be like, no, a canoe would be sick.
How long do you think it would take? It's just a day, right?
That's the thing. We don't know.
We got to map that out.
It'd be multiple days.
We got to look at the river and see what we're doing here.
I think we were planning on doing
multiple days?
2 or 3 days, yeah.
Dang.
Like a day in between like each park.
That'd be sick.
Because canoeing ain't fast. I don't know. Like,
canoeing ain't fast.
I think it would take a while.
I'm a canoeologist, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It seems like it would take forever.
Yeah. And then who knows? There's probably like places where you get like, you know, like trees going across the river and all that shit. It'd be a disaster.
You think so?
I think it would be fun though if it wasn't. It would probably be fun either way.
You just have to be committed.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, you just got to be committed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you got canoes and there's no car around, then you are committed because you're
so true.
You're stuck wherever you are.
You can't leave the canoe.
Yeah. All right, I'll bring it up and I'll take a look at the map.
There's a possibility though. You got to measure it out. You got to see like how long that is, because maybe there's a way to gauge it. Because if you can gauge like it's 3 skate parks.
Yeah.
I feel like you could hit 2 skate parks in one day.
Check the current. I think it goes down from Willimantic towards the other ones.
Yeah. You just have to space it out.
That would be pretty epic.
Catch a morning session, and then we don't even have to do all 3. You could just do 2. Literally, catch the morning one at one park, right? And then canoe down to the next one. That's already awesome right there.
Maybe
that's 2 days. Yeah. That's 1 day, 2 parks. Because you could catch the early session and then the late session. Got to figure out how long it is.
I think it's far, though, between Baltic and
I could be in, though. If you figure out the distance.
You're going to be in?
I might be in.
On the trip?
Yeah. If we, well, I'm saying.
You going to get your floaties?
No, I'll just paddle.
All right. No, I'm saying you got to get your floaties. Just
I might need a life jacket.
All right.
Maybe a life jacket.
I think you're supposed to have one of those.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're here.
Yeah. I'm an expert.
I'll still do it. You know me. I'll renegade a skate spot. Like, we'll do the same thing with the canoe, dude. We'll have to. Do I have to Bondo something?
Yeah, probably.
Bondo the boat. You capsize.
We'll bring some just in case.
That would be a fun mission. It can't be that crazy. You just got to get the canoe, get the paddles. If we have the life jackets, we're good.
Yeah.
Some GoPros that are waterproof, right? We can get those.
Yeah.
Food. We each have one, right?
Food, water.
So a cooler, a chest.
Yeah.
Like you got one of those?
A floating one, yeah.
Okay. You saw the box at the warehouse. I might have one too.
Yeah.
It's a triangle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That might work too.
Put that to use.
Yeah. Sandwiches, ice, and water, basically.
Yeah, that's
Some fruit or something. Maybe you eat fruit.
Yeah.
Skateboard. When would you start? You'd have to start early because, we could start with a session at the first park.
Yeah.
Start, warm up, have fun, skate that. When it gets too hot, maybe. Oh no, that's
the middle of the day.
I might
die.
Die.
Want to be going at night.
Yeah, you might. I might not be good in the nature. You're more in the nature than I am, bro. I don't know. There's got to be a way. Just don't go on too hot of a day.
Yeah.
You just don't have to do it in the middle of summer. Do it like in fall would be sick.
Yeah, water levels might be comfortable.
If we're not going in the water, or if we're ducking it out there, we're gonna be in the canoe, right?
Yeah.
If it's cold enough that it's like you can take your shoe off and dip in and get out, that could be it.
Yeah.
Would you do that, really?
I would do it if it was logistically possible.
Let's get this figured out. We have to look at a map now.
Yeah.
Do you got a compass or like a fucking...
I'll talk to Booze. He had it all planned out.
You need like a strap.
I was like, okay, I'm down. But I don't think we didn't follow through with it.
Oh.
He had it all planned out on the map.
Oh shit!
He did. He already did
for the canoe.
Yeah,
he was gonna canoe it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I was just thinking for the video because it'd be so awesome. That'd be such a good video. You'd be like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?"
It might be.
Corona has tears. If we make it look legit, we'll be comfortable as hell, and there'll be good skating. Right? We'll have fun.
Yeah.
Parks are fun. That's how I look at the missions now, dude. Like, the other day I went up to Boston and Kevin just, like, whipped us around in spots in Boston. And we just load up whoever in the van because I got the skate van.
Yeah, it's sick.
So we got, like, comfy-ass van. And, like, every time you go skating, you just feel like you're on a trip because you can sit 8 people in there. Nice. And it's like you're hanging out all day in and out of the van, skating different spots. It's like being on a skate trip, and just being in your hometown.
Skating new spots in Boston or old ones?
It's a mix of everything. Sometimes
I keep seeing all these new spots. I'm like, damn, look at that thing.
Yeah, dude, they got them.
They're building a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, things have been moving for sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was fun, man. We bounced around. I skated Eggs recently. I skated we had a full session at Eggs. That was super fun. And Copley.
Oh, really? Was the fountain empty?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And everybody was there. It was a full day, dude. We did not even filming any tricks because we were just like, everyone's here skating. Just skate for like midday, like hot 2-3 hours. Like it was like
Copley's fun.
The birds were going crazy though. They just like get so close to your face there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they were pigeon. They might not be pigeon. I don't know. Yeah. They were just coming out of the trees and like whipping by people's heads.
Weird.
Yeah, I was like fucking dodging birds out there occasionally. Someone was getting married too. They were like taking their photos and stuff. They had a dress on and all that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's a rad little spot. Even when the fountain has water in it, the other steps in the front, the big three.
Yeah.
That's fun too.
We were skating a spot out front there too, because like we skated in there, and then like I saw like some people lurk off, so I went over and checked it out, and they were skating like a flat gap, and it was sick.
Over by Copley?
Yeah.
Is that new?
It's just like literally Copley's right here, and then
Yeah.
if you just go to the sidewalk, there's just like a dirt gap.
Oh, okay.
And you can literally skate it. Like, it's busy as fuck there.
Yeah, yeah.
My homie Cole was trying, I think he big spinned it, but he was trying big spin, and his board shot out, and it rolled towards this lady and her husband, and it definitely hit her ankle.
Yeah.
But like, she was like milking it, dude.
Oh, really?
So bad. Cole went over and was like trying to be like, yeah, it'll be okay, it'll be okay, and she was like, she was milking it for so long, it was like weird.
Yeah.
Like, he even came back over, and she was still like sitting down, and her man like took her shoe off and was like massaging her ankle
Well,
and
she was
shit.
getting attention.
Yeah. And like, she milked it for like a half an hour, and like, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the tape, and I went back to the tape, the footage, and literally the first thing she does, the board comes and it's wheels down, and but it's spinning because he was trying to big spin, so it was spinning like a helicopter, and it basically like slid into the side of her ankle.
Okay.
But
the inside or outside?
It was the inside foot.
Yeah.
But she was hurt on the other foot.
Oh, really?
And where I really was like, she's bullshitting, is I replayed the tape, and the first thing she did, not look at her ankle. She looked around behind her.
Yeah.
To just like see like who did it. And she was kind of, when she walked by the first time too, she was already, you could tell there was something. So like the first thing she did was to look. And then she like turned back and like looked at her ankle, and then she like went into her theatrics. It was crazy, dude. Then
you got some like JFK type shit going on here,
dude. And then she, after the 20 minutes, I was still watching. I was like, wow, what's going on? She's no blood or anything. Like it wasn't that bad. Like, and we were talking about that. I was like, yeah, like the average person doesn't know like what a shinner feels like, basically, you know. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's so true. But I was just like, and then after like a half an hour, she got up and walked away, and I was like, wow, like a slow clap to myself, you know. I was like, she got up and she's fine, you know. Yeah. But she was just being so crabby about it. It was weird.
Nah, she's getting attention, but I think it's funny that
that's probably what it was.
How like you really went in depth on that video.
Yeah, I was like,
you're like
I was trying to
each
see
frame.
It. Yeah, I was like, what happened? Because I didn't know what happened to the. I was like, did you really
you should
get
be
her?
like a forensic.
Well,
whatever.
I could be wrong. I mean, maybe she looked back because she thought someone was attacking her. I don't know, but I was like, that's still kind of weird. It was more based off of her own the way she was acting. She was acting kind of like she wanted attention. She got attention.
Well,
her man literally took her shoe off and rubbed her foot.
So she made
do.
She made
she turned it
lemons?
into gold.
She made
lemonade.
Lemonade, right?
She got lemons and she made lemonade. Yeah, for sure. And it all worked out because she walked away, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was weird. It was theatrical. I think that's what it was.
Theatrical.
But that spot was fun as hell. That was so fun. People were just hanging out. People were getting married, apparently.
Yeah.
Because everyone just skated. A bunch of people that I hadn't seen in a while. Same at Eggs, too. It was super fun, too. It was like, people were ripping. Saw a bunch of tricks go down. It's like hanging out at a skate park a little bit in the streets, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I've never skated Eggs.
Really?
I went there when they were building it. Initially, when they were first pouring the concrete and stuff, but you couldn't skate it yet. I remember looking at it being like, oh, it looks sick.
Yeah.
But I've actually never skated Eggs.
Oh, dude, that's another thing. That's what we got to do.
Skate Eggs?
Yeah, I'll do it with you. We'll go early. I bet no one will be there.
Oh, I don't care if people are there.
Well, I just mean it would be nice to go and have it to ourselves.
It's like Burnside. We're like, oh, if you're not a local, you're going to get fucking chased
Oh, no,
out.
I don't worry about that. I just, I think, I'd want to warm my legs up.
Oh,
you know? Like, I don't want to, if there's a heavy session on everything, it's like,
yeah,
I can get into that, but I'm old man. I got to go early, go on the earlier side so we can go and then do it, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe end of the day. There's probably a good time to go, too.
That's skate o'clock, though. There's going to be a bunch of people.
Yeah, that's true. You been to Lynch?
Yeah, I've skated that.
That place is awesome.
I have fun skating there.
Just flowing around.
Yeah.
Big ollies and
it's
stuff.
just I don't know. I know like some people don't like it or whatever, but I just have fun. Like I like skating that. Not that it's anything like the Boston Hospital, like volcano.
Yeah.
But I still like skating that thing. It's
the
fun.
replica.
Yeah, it's even though it's like
it's not,
but it's fun. It's a fun quarter pipe.
Yeah, exactly.
And it grinds good. It feels good. It feels so good to frontside grind that thing.
I'll
do that all day.
Yeah.
I'll go there and just do that all day.
Yeah, I don't take skate parks too serious either.
No, that's all I skate nowadays, though.
That's sick though.
That's it. I
You sound like you're on my same program. I'll like go and I'll just skate with whoever's there and just have a good day. And if I don't even always,
dude, I run into people all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I went to a skate park in Meredith, New Hampshire the other day. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no one up there.
Yeah.
And I ran into the dude who used to run 8-Ball.
Oh, sick.
Like,
wow, that's
remember
crazy.
That place?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever skate that? Like, it was down this way somewhere, or like near Providence or out near Worcester area.
Yeah, I know where it is.
But
or where it was.
Yeah, I ran into that dude up there. I was like, what?
That's so crazy.
Like, we started talking. He's like, you remember you're talking about like Warped Tour and all that stuff, like skating those contests?
I forgot about them, dude.
So it's just funny. You never know, man. Like you roll up to a skate park, you don't know anyone, and then it's like a good vibe. Like the people are friendly, or you might know someone. Like I ran into someone in Quincy, like that I used to skate with back in the day in Nashua, like 20 years ago, and it was like right back to where it was back then. Like it's like,
yeah, that's the best.
And like everyone, like it's so weird. Like you can go anywhere. It seems, I don't know about in the world. I bet in the world though, but anywhere in the country, go to a skate park and you feel like you're at home.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, most places you go to a skate park and it's chill. Yeah,
except Burnside maybe.
There's some rugged ones,
but even Burnside you get a good session.
And even like, to be honest, like there's just some bad days for some people. You know, you just have a bad day. Someone's a dick. You're like, oh fuck it. Yeah. But majority, like once in a while, bad things happen. But the majority of times, you just show up and it's like the funnest session. You meet someone new, or you just like skate with someone. You might not even meet them. That's the crazy thing about skating is like you'll meet someone through skating with them and barely say anything to them. Yeah. But you both have a good session and you recognize each other. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, I've known people that for years like that, where you're just like, yeah, and then you just skate for hours, and then and then you fucking see each other again. You just bounce around. The longer you do something, it's so crazy. Yeah,
no, it's inviting though, like the skate park community or skateboard community. I guess it just feels weird saying that but that's what it breaks down to for some, like skateboard community. But it's not that. It's like it's skateboarding in general. Like it's like
there's so many different versions of it to like just lump it in as something. You know,
but it's like always like it's like people don't give a fuck. Like they don't care. Like you're just at the park. Like you're there to skate. Like you're like people don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like you're not getting vibed out or whatever. Like
that's the cool thing about skating is like it can be an individual thing too. Like it's something you can just work on by yourself. Like people do that. Like I have my own skating, and I'm like, this is how I like to skate, and I'm constantly working on something. But then you can also just run into people and have crews and teams and like all that stuff, and you gotta have a filmer, and you gotta have a team manager, and you can have an artist, and you can have a photographer, and you can have all these people, and they all skate and they come together to do cool shit, like that's like such a cool aspect of skating, you know? And it's just like, it's cool to have skateboarding and to know people have spent those hours, time well spent on those kickflips and those back tails, like the same as you, you're like, this is sick. So many people skateboard, That's the best thing about it is it's like just a piece of wooden wheels. So it's the person that picks it up who can like do whatever they want with it, It's crazy, man. Yeah, I sound like T. What's his name? God, I'm spacing right now. Oh, Rodrigo TX. It's crazy, man. Like in the S video, I think he's like, because they're like, remember the S video, Minik Mahdi? Yeah, it's Minik Mahdi, and he had a part in there, and he's from Brazil, so I think he kept saying, like, in that one, he kept saying, for me, it's crazy, like, but it was sick. It was like describing it, He said it a bunch, so.
That's funny.
Sick.
That was a good video. Rick McCrank, right?
Dude, that's one of my top 3 favorite videos. Rick McCrank's in there, Ronnie Krieger. It was like they went around the world. Costin had. Like they kind of told a little bit about their background, like where they're from,
Thailand, right?
Yeah, and it was like kind of sick, and it was all these like fast-paced beats and stuff. Like Rick McCrank's so good, dude. Right? That was one of my top 3 favorite videos. It probably still is. Yeah. I gotta watch it again. What about you? Give me a legendary video you can think of.
Tin Can Folklore.
Ooh, stereo?
Yeah, that's like all I really watch. That's all I watch
now.
Still, that's all. I don't watch. I can't watch new skateboard stuff. I can't watch like shit on barracks or anything like that. I'm like that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Usually because it's like crazy. Yeah. I'd be like, I can't relate to that because I don't know how. Like I'm not sure how that happened.
You're not
like what that is. But I'll watch Tin Can Folklore and it's just people skating around. They're skating San Francisco. Yeah. Just like just doing little curb cuts and like fun shit. Like I like to watch that because that gets me hyped to skate because it looks like it feels good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they're doing that shit because it feels good. Like
it's more relatable. Like, it's more relatable.
Greg Hunt's part, like, there's that video. I think stands out to me. That's my go-to.
That's a solid one. That's a solid one. I like photosynthesis a lot.
That's a good one. Yeah, with all like the little cuts in between and stuff like that.
Yeah, just imagery wise, and obviously the skating and the skaters, you know.
Yeah.
But like, just well done. Like,
absolutely.
That's up there for sure. What do you got? That's I threw out 2 so far, right?
Yeah.
Minimati and photosynthesis.
Yeah. 411 issue 11. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you in that?
No, 11.
I don't know.
No, I used to love 411s because that's like they were.
Did you ever get in one? Remember Dale? Dale always wanted to get in one. He got
one. Yeah.
Did he do like
Muska flip?
Oh, it was Muska flip.
Oh shit, he's gonna hear this.
Did he grab? He grabbed it, Indy, I think.
No, he grabbed melon.
Was it melon?
I think.
Dale had good melons.
Yeah.
Dale always reminds me of Salman.
It was a front side flip.
Well, yeah, it was. It was a Muska flip. He had a bit of a Muska flip.
Everyone did Muska flips.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Muska's a legend. Do you see Muska?
Do I see Muska?
Yeah, on Instagram.
No.
Oh, he's killing it.
Is he?
Yeah, he like bought a farm and he's like learning how to run a farm, like earnestly learning to like humbly learn how to farm.
Nice, that's awesome.
From the ground up. He literally filmed himself like getting the property, meeting the dude who's selling it to him, who's teaching him how to like feed the chickens.
Yeah,
There's like a video.
That's right. Where is it?
I don't remember. Maybe middle of the country.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
if he's, like, going straight forward or not. Like
I think it's out of
somewhere.
Yeah. But it's sick. Muska's just crushing it.
I don't have too much.
He'll write like blurbs and stuff in comments too. It's like pretty sick. And sometimes like poetry or it's just like spoken word.
Yeah, but people like Muska.
I love it.
There's a bunch of people that have probably been through so much shit.
Inspirational,
right?
Yeah.
But they go through so much shit that they just makes them if they get through those battles.
Yeah.
And that just makes them such like strong human beings.
Yeah.
And with like a lot of like experience with them. You know what I mean? So that's
Thank
cool
God,
to see that.
Yeah, because you never know with people. You see people that have that light and they're like a flame, they're a spark and they're going and you're like blown away and life is crazy, you know? Like tragedies happen, things happen. I mean, just at the end, you got to deal with it, you know? Like along the way, there's tons of shit too. It's like you never know how people go, you know? And it's like the luck of the draw sometimes, you know? Like you don't know. Like people get hit by lightning.
Yeah.
Like multiple times, I bet. There's multiple people. I got hit more than once. Guarantee it, dude. That happens. Anything and everything can happen.
There you go. What's that from?
I don't know.
All right.
Right now.
The way you said it, I thought it was from something.
Oh, maybe.
Like a quote.
I already told you what I watch. It's not from Two Fat Ladies.
All right. So it's not from that. So that's it.
They're smoking cigarettes too. The Two Fat Ladies will smoke a cigarette, drink some wine, go cook some amazing like fish dish on like some coast. You're like, what? They got it right from the fisherman on the dock.
That's funny.
Crushing it, dude. Yeah, dude. Thank God for skateboarding, though. I'm hyped you came down, dude.
Yeah, me too.
It's like we used to hang like this like a lot when we were younger. We were just always hanging out, skating, hanging out with Nick, skating everywhere. Yeah. Dude.
Eating all his food.
Yeah, definitely. Just everything.
Go to Nick's house and eat all his food.
He'd have all the snacks.
He's got a pool table in the basement.
Skating the Getty Station and Ben Franklin and stuff.
Oh, yeah, Ben Franklin.
Dude. Bringing like a shitty little rail, but just like freezing cold, like trying kickflips onto it.
That was good stuff, though.
Dude, we skated so much. It's insane, man.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Dan? How's Blue Cheese?
I haven't heard from him. I skated with him.
He's still out there kicking, though?
With Lance, maybe.
Oh, nice. Lance is out there ripping still?
Well, this was a while ago. This was like, I'm trying to think, maybe 6 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Something like that. I met up with them when we skated a parking lot. Like, we just skated a curb in a parking lot.
That's it.
It was cool. It was
That's
like,
old school.
Yeah. But that was the last time I saw him, like, in person or whatever. But I think he's just doing his thing. He's, like, seems like he's living out in the woods or something.
Sick.
I don't know.
Those sessions
He's doing his thing.
Yeah, those sessions were so sick, like, something about being out at, like, super late at night, skating under a grocery store with, like, the space and how flat ground and the sounds, remember? Just the sounds of the wheels and the rolling, the ollies.
Echo a little bit.
Yeah, the best, right? Yeah. That was so good.
Yeah, we had some sessions, too, with Vellucci when he had the van.
Yeah. Skate
all night and then go to school the next day. Like, I wouldn't even sleep. I just go to school the next day.
Dude, legend. That's what you gotta do, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're charging. I mean, as a compliment. Like, when I met you, I was like, this kid's, like, driven. Maybe you're just aware that you're, like, have to go after it. But, like, when I first met you, you were so, like, I mean, you still are like that. But, especially with skating, I was, like, never really thought, like, to me, skating was like more like a way to like, it was like a processing my emotions, you know, like I would skate for therapy and I like needed to do it more than I, you know, like at that time I just like, that was my life raft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, but I didn't really think about like what I could do with it. Like if you could like I didn't know about video parts.
Yeah.
I didn't know about any of that stuff and photos and like all that, like the filming and all the people and the like seeing Dale's magazines and stuff was so sick. Like then you realize it's all there's out west and all these people that had all this stuff. It's like I was like blown away by that aspect.
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
you know?
Because
I love people as much as like skateboards. You know, like skateboards are sick, but the people too. Like I used to read all the magazines. You too, man.
Yeah.
All the Thrashers. You just like devour that thing and like you look through it fucking 10,000 times.
Yeah.
Read all of the shit. You're like, the best part, dude. That's one of the best parts. You know.
Yeah.
I even still film a lot. Like I love filming so much. Like I just film like skate vlogs and stack them, and like we were talking about earlier, like you're doing with the nature stuff.
Yeah.
Like you just get all this stuff and you give it a little time to breathe, and then you go back to it.
It's
like,
it's
so
like telling a story of like that adventure that day, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
It's the best.
But
dude.
but giving it that room to breathe, I guess, that time to breathe before you like look at it again sometimes does help. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes you want to like, cause it's crazy. Cause when you film a lot, like you're like in the moment, you're filming, you're doing it, you're seeing it, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then to just go right into it again, it's like you almost need a moment to process. Like we were kind of saying, like I love filming like that though. I always love having stuff in the chamber and like just like piecing things together and like working on it.
No,
it
is fun.
It's intoxicating, you know.
Sometimes it can be daunting if you have like a ton of footage or whatever. You're like, oh, it's gonna take so long.
Clipping through, like being like. But there's so much nuance in a lot of that shit that it's like I gotta like watch everything. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But when it's the best when you get it to something manageable, you know, like that's the best when you start to take shape a little bit.
From there,
you just like start to see like what's happening. You're like, what? This is crazy. Like, yeah, dude.
That's fun, and it gets those kids psyched too, like or whoever. You know what I mean? Like I know you took those guys around and skated some stuff, but like whoever it is, they get hyped to see it.
Yeah,
dude.
You
put in the effort to like film it and chop it and like make it, you know, like tell a story. It's cool. It gets them hyped.
Yeah, they love the vlogs. Like people tell me all the time, they're like, yeah, that's where I get a lot of love from is the vlogs. Like, and the kids do too. They like know, like they're so like learning. They're like learning and expressing. So it's like gives them a reflection kind of. They can see their session. For me, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll film these sessions and then like I'll be so tired from just skating so much, filming so much, working so much, pressing boards, working a job, like fucking being in a relationship, having 2 dogs, like life, you know? And then I'll go back to the channel like after I gave it some space and I'll watch the videos and I like literally almost bring me to tears. It probably has brought me to tears because I'm like, dude, we have a good life. You look and you're like documenting, you're like, look at all these vlogs. Like, these are all like little snips of just random days and sessions, and it's like so many people. It's been going for like over a decade, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's because I'm addicted to that. I'm like, yo, this is so fun. Like I get to be a skateboarder and like be a part of it, even if I'm not the pro, you know? Like I'm still in. That's like part of the cool part about learning how to film is like you still have like a role because you can film, you know? It's not like there's an abundance of filmers out there, you know?
No, but you bring that motivation to the table too. And like that, like, shit, let's go do something. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. Like that's all it takes. That's all it takes is like get up and do something.
You were that for me because I didn't know about that really. I knew about like skating and fucking Ben Franklin parking lots and like I started seeing about people doing it, you know, like in videos and Dale stuff. But you were like had a plan or like had a vision or something, and we went on a trip. Multiple trips. Like I was like, dude, this guy's doing it. Let's go. Like fucking that was big for me because I was like, I hadn't really seen that before, or like maybe I did, but I just wasn't as tuned in at that time. But I was like, whoa, this is sick. Like
that worked though, like with everyone, like with your motivation, Vellucci, you know, like everyone being
team.
But it worked out so well that like we were like, let's fucking get in the van and go across the country and like,
that's like a canoe trip, bro.
Yeah, it's like a canoe trip. But it was, you know,
I'm gonna smoke weed this whole vlog.
I couldn't have done that stuff without you either. Like any of that stuff.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm sure I played some role, but but dude, fucking sick. Do you still have any of the knobs from Hubba?
I gave mine to Rice.
Did you? Sick. That's a good move. That's a legend move.
I gave him my. I had a statue from
Gons.
too.
Yeah.
I gave that to him.
Dude,
Because I appreciate, like, Rice is like the guy who pointed me in the right direction as far as, like, you know, like, he helped me out with companies and, like, getting hooked up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, he helped me out so much, and, like, I always saw that as, like, a pay you back. Like, here's something, and I'm not one for, like, holding on to things really too much. I'm not, like, a collector.
Yeah.
With skateboarding stuff as much. So that's why I was like, these things mean a lot to me. I wouldn't have got them without you. You know what I mean? So that's why I gave him that stuff.
That's a solid move.
So.
And what shop? Where was he at? Then?
Eastern Border.
He was at Eastern, right?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
So, but that was, that it's just funny, like, going out to San Francisco and being like, oh yeah, Hubba's done, like, you can't skate it anymore. And then like, fuck that.
He'd liberate it.
Skate that.
Started the fire for the first time, or the second time, I guess.
Yeah, however many times, but that was it. They were like, it was done, but no, it's not. We'll fucking skate that thing.
Yeah. Dude, you nose blunted it in, like, the morning, dude. It was, like, so early.
Was it? Because we cut it at night.
Yeah, we went back, I think.
I can't remember the time of day, but
it was fucking early, dude.
Was it?
Yeah, it was probably not light, but it was fucking. we were out there. That was insane.
Yeah.
I don't even think I skated or tried to.
You did something on it.
No,
I
don't
did.
think so.
I swear you did something on it. I thought kickflip no slide or something.
Imagine? I don't think so, dude.
I think you did.
Did you see they just did a video. I think it's like a Street League video, but they recreated that hubba.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they recreated it and they did like a
everything?
skate jam on it. Brought to you by blah blah blah. I don't know who, but like, you know what I mean. They like packaged it up and made like a. It was actually pretty fun to watch. It wasn't too bad.
Did some crazy shit go down on it?
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. This one guy who skates
because it's quick. It's high and short. So
yeah, they built it like pretty. I mean, looked polished and perfect. It's not what it is, but like they built the proportions. They had Carl Watson there. He was like.
Did he do that nose slide 270?
No, he wasn't skating. He was just announcing. I think it was him and Andrew Cannon.
Remember that front side nose slide 270?
Yeah, dude. That's burned in my brain, bro. How could you forget? So gangster.
Yeah.
He had like the ultimate swerve out.
Yeah.
That was the one you want to get.
Crazy. I'll have to check that out.
This kid, Brandon Hoban, I think, from America, but he did fucking some mind melters. I think he did kickflip front nose 180. Because it's like tall.
It is.
Kickflip frontside nose grind. Frontside 180 out, basically.
Huh.
And I think he did kickflip back nose blunt. He back nose blunted it. He did some wild ones. But he did it all in like a jam format, basically.
Yeah.
It was like a Street League contest, basically.
Huh.
But he just roasted it. And then
did they call it Hubba Hideout in the thing?
Yeah, it's like a hubba. Like they recreated it.
But they called it that because it's like a name for like.
Oh yeah. What was the name?
It's a heroin or something, I think. Right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was something like.
Because people
hubba.
used to go there and shoot up.
Yeah, like hubba, crack rock, maybe. I don't know.
It's a term for something. So I'm curious if they put it on TV, if they use that or not.
I don't know if they actually used that. Maybe, but they brought all the dudes who skated it. So
yeah, that's cool. Was Steve Olson there?
Imagine. I used to love Steve Olson. Or I probably still do. I just haven't seen.
Fro-y Steve Olson.
Yeah, Castells. Remember the Castell shoes?
Yeah.
The fro he had, like
he
glasses?
Did crazy shit.
He's like my idol. I learned to kickflip board slides because of him. Yeah. For sure, dude. Steve Olson was a G. Shorties.
Yeah,
yeah, dude. So good. He got me. He made me.
Fulfill the dream. Put that on your list.
That's in the list. Videos. Okay, Minik Mahdi, photosynthesis, and fulfill the dream.
Yeah,
that's a good one too. Yeah, that is. Moscow, such a legend. What I was thinking of another skate video too. I was trying to think. Oh, Cow, Antihero.
I haven't seen. Oh, old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardiel board slides that like it's a long ass rail with a kink and he knocks himself out.
Yeah. They took me there.
Did they?
Yeah. Fucking Phelps and Nikki. It's like they took me there and they were like, yeah. Like I had it's like when I first started riding for real.
Yeah.
And they were like taking me to spots. They took me to that.
That makes sense.
They were like, here you go. I'm like, dude.
You're like, okay.
Are you serious?
Jesus Christ.
This thing's like shoulder height.
Yeah.
It's like a football field length long and has a kink in the middle of it.
It's so insane.
And it's on a crazy hill.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
You did some crazy shit though.
Not that one.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I drew the line.
Cardiel tried.
I think they were testing me to see if I would jump up there or not.
See, yeah. Some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those trips are sick though. You'd go and you'd just see every spot basically.
Yeah, well, Gabe had the spot book.
Yeah.
And it was legit like a photo album.
Yeah.
With like Polaroids.
Yeah.
Of like skate spots. And I would just go I would be in the van, I would just look through it and be like, oh yeah, let's go skate that.
That's sick.
Like It was crazy to have that in your hands. Like Gabe, that dude was like is still like a legend. Like
Definitely,
all that stuff.
dude. Gabe Morford
Yeah.
is legendary.
But yeah,
Skater and photographer.
But to have that that book and be like, all right,
yeah,
it's like the Holy Grail.
I was
right
always blown away by their like setup in their the van, the back. They would,
oh yeah,
like
with the wood and everything.
You and Vellucci did that a little
Vellucci
bit?
did it, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
But like,
I would have messed it up.
like Deluxe like had this full van like set up. It's so sick.
Yeah, and plywood on top.
I dream about that. The blacked out 16 passenger or whatever it is. I tried to get one of those vans, but they're like hard to come by.
They are, yeah. They are hard.
So I got
they're expensive
the
too.
Mini.
I had some good times in that van.
Yeah, dude. So fun. Yeah, dude. Mickey Ray's.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the man.
So many like
Frank Gerber.
Gerber came on some trips with us.
I think I talked about this on another podcast. I'm sure I have, but it's worth repeating. I remember being on a trip to SF, skating with Deluxe.
Yeah.
And I was skating a rail, and it was like a 12 stair. I don't know. It was a bigger rail.
Yeah.
And I was trying to skate it, and Gabe was like, "Do you have any other shirts?" And I didn't. I just had what I had on. It was like dark and shit. And he's like, "Frank, give him your shirt, dude." And, you know, Frank, he's just like partying all night, like snots and like fucking. It's like fucking savage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. What am I gonna do? You know, like I gotta put this. I put a shirt on. And I got the clip. Dude,
nice,
that's what you do. But I didn't Frank Gerber's shirt. It was like a bright orange t-shirt.
That's
too.
funny though that you say that because Gabe would always do that.
Yeah.
He would be like, "Do you have a different color shirt?" Like he was always asking.
Yeah.
Like if you had a different colored shirt to wear because he wanted like something bright.
Yeah.
So it makes sense as a photographer.
Yeah.
You want it to like separate from the background or whatever.
Yeah, you lose it a little.
I remember
bit.
at the time I'm like, why can't I just wear this like black shirt? You want me to wear like some like light blue one or whatever.
We called our video "Good Eye" because of Gabe. Oh, really? I'm sure tons of people say that. It's a baseball term.
Yeah.
But like Gabe said "Good Eye," and I remember that, and it like was comforting. I was like,
that's funny.
Kind of gives you credit.
Dude, was Gerber on Antihero at the time?
I don't remember.
Because he
must have been.
He used
to
come
out
on
with Deluxe.
He used to come on. Yeah, but that's why I was asking.
Newell.
Because he used to come on trips with us when he rode for the firm.
Oh, really?
And I just remember like, dude, he's hilarious. He's like
people
dude's
know.
A fucking comedian.
Yeah.
But
street
it's
comedian.
so good. And him and Jason Ferris together was like the combination.
Oh, nice,
like,
Jason.
You're never gonna stop laughing. But like I just remember like going down to we drove from San Francisco to LA to do I think we were going to like the Chomp on this premiere or something like that and to do like a skate trip down to LA. And Gerber was with us and he was just fucking in the back seat of the van eating mushrooms the whole time. Like just out of his mind. Like I was like, who is this guy?
Perfect.
I didn't know him. Like I didn't know him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like
it's one way to introduce yourself.
Yeah, him and another unnamed person were just back there just like
living their best life.
Lots of mushrooms and being hilarious.
Yes.
That was a good trip.
It was a trip just to go to Deluxe too and like see like what they had set up as a warehouse space and people working and stuff. Like seeing that side of it too is always like blowing my mind too.
I haven't seen the new Deluxe. I haven't been out there since they moved it. But the old spot that was like in the ghetto, like in like Hunter's
that's
Point.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Hunter's Point.
And like the dudes, like even just the maintenance dudes were sick that worked there. You know what I mean? Like they were awesome.
Yeah, that was so crazy. Like I never imagined that going and doing that, and then they'd like hook you up with a bunch of product. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
you'd always walk out of there with like so much stuff.
You're like, damn,
awesome.
sick. You're just juiced on skating for life. You know?
Yeah.
Another thing I love about skating, or that I used to love about skating, or that we should still do, is like checkouts in magazines.
Yeah.
Getting a checkout, and reading the
absolutely.
checkouts. Yeah. We're actually working on our third mag. All I Need mag number 3. Yeah, and I want to do a checkout. We did a checkout before with Nick Barth in the first one.
Yeah,
I love checkouts.
That's like something that's like missing. I don't know if it's still around. I haven't really looked through much for magazines.
People are checking them out on Instagram. Too. But something about that physical copy and having a mag is like nostalgic and perfect.
Dude, I had so many skate magazines. I had like a tower of Thrasher, Slap.
Do you have Big Brother?
Yeah. I had Thrasher, Slap, Transworld. I had like hundreds of them. And I gave them to like that.
I read some for sure.
The Look Back Library.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah. Sick.
So I gave him like a huge part of my collection, but I still had all my Big Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I had all of them, but I ended up giving those away too. And I'm like, fucking. But it was like I was moving, you know what I mean? It was like one of those. I look back at it now and I'm like, man, I wish I held on to those.
I need all those.
Like Big Brother was the best.
Those are so insane.
The articles.
Yeah, it's so insane.
Like they would do like a review on shoes, and they would like. It would be like they took a shit in a shoe and they're like, yeah, did all right. Like literally like pooped in a shoe.
They had like articles like how to kill yourself.
Yeah, they had some gnarly stuff in there.
It was just like you could see what you could do, you know.
Yeah. But it's like before, you know, all the Jackass shit or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like that's like it was Big Brother and all the skate videos.
Yeah.
Like Boob.
Yeah, Boob was sick. all the videos.
I need to get a hold of that stuff.
Yeah. I should get the Big Brothers because I would just be sick to pull me back to that.
Yeah.
Just for reference for like.
And the photos weren't anything like you look at Thrasher or Slap, I think, to be like, oh, those photos are sick. Like,
yeah.
But Big Brother was more of like the photos are whatever, but it was more about like
art.
It had a whole different thing going on. Yeah.
It was art and entertainment.
You never knew what the next page was gonna be.
You might get a porn mag.
Yeah. Which happened, dude. I got that shit.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah, they sent it to my house because there was like a mix up and like everyone who subscribed to Big Brother got like this crazy porn and it wasn't like normal porn. Yeah. It was like people peeing on each other and stuff, right? So my mom used to go in the mailbox and she would get my magazines. She would read them at work, like my skate magazines.
That's sick.
Like she just, I don't know, she read them or whatever.
What a leg.
So she took that one to work one day and then opened it and it was in the black like plastic bag, which wasn't normal.
Oh, because
she opened it and she got home and she's like, Christopher. She's like, what is this shit? And I was like, I have no idea. And she didn't believe me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's like, okay, sure. She was like making fun of me and stuff.
She's like, and yeah, I know what you're doing, bro.
And then it was on the news. It was on the news like a couple days later, and she was like, all right, I believe you.
Wow, that's like the first time that's ever reversed like that ever, dude.
It was,
like, it's not your fault.
Yeah. Well, she was just making fun of me. She didn't care.
I know.
She was like,
whatever. But still, that's hilarious. Bunch of parents are like definitely questioning their kids. Like, what are you doing?
So I bet they got sued. I don't know. I never like looked in to see what happened, but that was like right when they went out. Basically, it was right after that happened. So I don't know if that messed them up financially or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's because they were Hustler distributed.
Yeah.
Big Brother. It was like Larry Flint and all that.
Accidents happen.
So
accidents happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's
which is funny to think about Larry Flint like running a skate magazine.
Yeah. I don't know why it fits. It does.
And some of the covers were just like
insane.
Just like, what do you guys like? I can imagine what someone like flipping through like a magazine rack and they come across a Big Brother cover and they're like, what?
Yeah. It's not Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to buy it at Ben Franklin's. They used to sell it there.
I was gonna say, remember the mags used to be in all the grocery stores, and they're not anymore. I don't think, or maybe they are.
I haven't. I haven't looked at any skate magazines.
That was sick though.
Because that's why I just get I go through in a grocery store and flip through all the pages. Or whatever, you know what I mean?
That's why they stopped because you're loitering too hard. Like, kids over there. No, I do the same thing. That was the best part of the grocery store. I don't like going to the grocery store a lot of times because it's like hectic. Depends on the day. Some people get aggressive around buying food.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just kind of like, if you get your grocery store empty, that's the best. And especially through the whole pandemic and stuff, it was crazy. Some weird times with people in the masks and all this stuff. So like the grocery store.
It gets tense.
Yeah, but if I had a skate bag halfway through, you know what I mean? After the strawberries and the potatoes. And then I go over, get a little Thrasher. Actually, my favorite mag was Skateboarder.
Skateboarder was good too. It's kind of like straightforward, yeah.
It was clean. It was like aesthetically pleasing. It wasn't like, it was clean and like shot really well, you know, and laid out really clean looking. It wasn't like too. Thrasher's sick for like if you just want to seek like gnarliness, you know. But like Skateboarder would shoot like the sick ass switch flip in the cuts or something, you know. They do all the weird, crazy tour articles where it was like. Wasn't had to be the biggest, gnarliest. It was just something that looked amazing. You know, I loved Skateboarder.
That was good. And
they all have their
Transworld was like, you know, it was like 250 pages or something.
Yeah,
that was always the thing. But it was like, but there's a lot of ads. Even
milk ads.
But as a skateboarder, even milk ads I wasn't hyped on. But even as like just like skating, even like skate ads, like for whatever company.
Yeah.
That
I
still
love
gets me
skate
hyped
ads.
because it's still a
Yeah.
sick photo. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
work for that photo, you know what I mean?
I love skate
It just has
ads.
branding on it, but it's
Yeah.
still like I think it's sick.
Yeah, but the best skate ads are like skate companies that are throwing their logos on it too.
Yeah.
You know, like those are the best ones.
But yeah, you got to understand like they needed to pay their bills. I think they were owned by like I might be making this up, but I thought it was like Time Warner or something like that.
Yeah, I believe
Like some
Wasserman.
like so that's why they probably had to have all the.
It was a business.
bigger
They were
ads.
like, yeah, they were like a more corporate environment compared to like a Thrasher.
The price still going, right?
Yeah, Transworld's still going.
Yeah.
We just actually had a video drop on Transworld.
Oh, nice.
What
are they doing print? Like
it's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what the last Transworld I've seen.
Huh.
Might be.
Subscribe.
I'm gonna look actually. We might as well look, right? We got the internet right here. Print.
Yeah, and that Transworld had the skate park list in the back.
Yeah, I love that.
And like before the internet and stuff like that,
Yeah,
that's what I would use.
directory.
I would just. What the hell?
Dogs.
Is that your dog?
Yeah.
I would just drive around.
Elwood still has his
And,
nuts, so you got deep.
Be like, oh, this is probably how I got my skate radar.
Probably.
Is that I would drive around and I'd say, oh, this town has a skate park. I don't know where. There's no address or anything, but it says there's a skate park here. So I'd go to that town and just drive around and eventually find it.
That would make
like
sense.
Driving across country, I'd be like, oh, fucking Bozeman, Montana.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go find the park.
Dude, that makes complete sense now.
I like trained myself into doing it.
You're like, I'm gonna end up out there sometime.
living in my Saturn SL2.
Legend. What a legend.
Sold-
Never.
Sold it to Mike out in
did
Long
he?
Beach.
Oh, sick.
And then he moved back here, drove it back, and I bought it back from him. So I had it back. He just borrowed it for a year or two.
That's sick. He just had a kid.
Oh,
not
nice.
that long ago.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Mike's doing awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, 2022. Can't believe it's 2022. Is it still in print? I think it is. They got a cover. Wait, digital and super digital. For over 25 years, showcase for. Oh, it's just a Pinterest thing. Zared.
I don't know.
Zared on the cover, dude. That might be an old
Dr.
one.
Zit.
Dr. Zit, dude. Dr. Zit.
I don't know if he would even remember that story. He would have to remember that.
I feel like he would just remember the spirit of it.
Yeah. And like I remember stopping. We were driving to like upstate New York, and we stopped and grabbed like some shit out of a claw machine, and we started. Remember?
I think it's called
that boy band.
What was the boy band?
Girl Talk.
Oh yeah, we like made up a band.
Yeah, because we have some like stupid ass sticker we got out of a claw machine. We're like, yeah, sick. That's our freaking boy band.
Yeah, that's the best. We formed a band, dude. Boy band. None of us could sing.
Terrible.
I think Zara was the heartthrob.
Yeah.
You're like the bassist. That's what you do when you're on trip. You just make up fake scenarios.
That was fun though. That was the trip.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
the fucking upper decker trip.
Oh, dude.
That was it.
Was that with Bob? Was
Yeah.
Bob on it? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We did some trips, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, Trevor, we've known each other for a while, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just put out a video, Meadowborough Volume 2.
Ah, sick.
It's on Transworld.
Nice.
It's got like everyone from World and All I Need, everyone. I even got clips in there.
Nice.
It has like an All I Need section in the video.
What year are the clips from?
They're just
Did
been
you go
the
back
last...
and dig up some old shit?
No.
Throw it in there?
I don't have much, but it was everything I had.
Yeah.
Which isn't much.
That's sick. I have something.
But I had some clips in there.
Yeah,
I didn't
nice.
even think I had anything. I didn't even, because I haven't filmed a clip in so long.
Yeah. You gotta get some clips.
I know. It's hard. It's hard.
Stack apart.
It's hard.
3 songs.
I'm like preoccupied. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, like I preoccupy myself with other stuff, because it's like so alluring to like he just wants to pull you in to get a clip.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do the same. You don't want to like, I don't know. It's hard to go backwards with clips sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you gotta get creative. Remember Day One had a whole manual phase?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need.
Picnic table
I
phase.
suck at manis though.
Do you? Yeah, me too.
Dude, I can on a good day switch mani.
Nice.
How
long?
Switch nose mani. I could do
Like 8
this.
feet?
I could do this if it's like no cracks and like perfect.
Yeah.
At a skate park.
That's pretty good.
And it give me. You might need a half an hour to like figure out the timing and spacing.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of time?
No, that's good.
I'm thinking like I hadn't even, because I can't even imagine switch ollieing at this point. I'm so tired. My legs are still recovering from vacation.
Yeah.
I was like swimming. That helped though.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Any of that stuff.
The best
Low
day.
impact.
Yeah, dude, I walked up so many stairs on my vacation. Literally walked up like 5 flights of stairs multiple times a day just to go to the beach.
Yeah.
It was awesome because like my calves were crushing it, but like I was like, they're sunburnt. I was like showing them off.
Yeah.
JK. But dude, it was like My knees are janky.
Get out there and skate.
Yeah, I've been skating a bunch, but just like impact to back to filming clips. It's like you gotta pick, you know?
Yeah.
For me, I gotta pick the thing. It's gotta be something that seems that'll work. I can't like just send something anymore. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta know it's
You gotta
there.
find the right spot.
It's
for
in
the
your
right
back
trick.
pocket. You're waiting. You're like, all right.
You're looking for small training. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. No, that's it. I got to land in a bank.
Yeah.
These days.
That's very modest of you.
I can't, I can't like do flat. I can't ollie down anything to flat, anything like that. I'll be like mellow.
I'm really careful about it now. I ollied an 8-stair the other day, but it was just a fluke. I was like feeling like, you know how like when the weather changes, you have like a day where you're like, I'm fucking feel pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like you have that day and then it passes. You go, fuck, that was what that one was.
It's fun though.
Yeah. But those dudes destroy it. And I'm usually filming too. I'm always trying to like.
Do you have a filmer board?
No.
You use a regular board?
Yeah.
You gotta get that filmer board.
I had one.
Yeah.
I had one for a while.
What happened?
I don't know.
You gotta bust it out again.
No, the thing is, like,
those wheels, you know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm a weird filmer. I wonder how many people else.
Weird filmer.
Yeah, like I'm not like a. I filmed with the VX growing up, like with my brother and stuff, all through Fall River. We filmed the first original All I Need video on a broken ass VX. You know, like we use I think for so many tapes and all that stuff, and like, but I just like went full digital, dude. So I love filming with my phone. My phone is like one of the best things.
Oh, it works. It works. Dude, it has a wide angle on it and everything. That's all you need.
Yeah, dude. And I have GoPros too that I like, and I have like a gimbal, so I'll use that occasionally.
Nice.
Like it's fucking insane. Like.
Yeah, you don't need anything crazy.
Yeah.
Like a VX. Not that a VX is crazy because it uses tapes or whatever, but still. You know?
I just never considered myself like a traditional filmer because like I used to film with the VX, but I didn't even feel like a skater filmer then because I was like skating too. We'd like share the camera.
Yeah.
Like that whole first All I Need video was like just everyone like Mike filmed it. Yeah.
Camera.
People were just filming. We would just go to the like whatever and film with these cameras, you know. And then now it's like I film a lot of my vlogs with my phone and with a GoPro.
Yeah.
Really. Because it's easy, it looks good. Like this phone, even it has like the cinematic camera now too, which is pretty awesome to film. And like you can do pretty much everything. It's crazy though.
But like holding it and skating isn't the same as holding like you need like a VX body with your phone strapped to the front of it.
Yeah,
right?
there's like I have that HD setup.
It looks like that?
Yeah, I have. I think it's Jason Hernandez. I bought a handle, the filmer from his family made him.
Huh. For
DeVille. You remember DeVille?
Yeah.
Yeah, DeVille's
oh, hell yeah.
He's an African. DeVille's white African. he always used to tell me when we were younger, he was like, I'm African. I'm like, what?
I never heard that.
He's a white guy, you know? I was like, but yeah, he's from Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I like couldn't tell if he was messing with me for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, are you just messing around? Like but he
funny.
is. But
dude.
DeVille's one of the best dudes. And his mini ramp skills are next to none, you know.
Yeah.
He rips a mini ramp. DeVille ripped. I don't know how much he's skating these days, but wait, how did I get to DeVille?
The camera thing.
Oh, yeah, just like the homie did for you when I first was like switching to digital, he like told me exactly what to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like a Canon, you know, and he got me told me the handle and the lenses and everything, and set it up.
Sick.
Yeah, I was like, this thing just filming with it. Some of those first videos for All I Need are with that camera. Like Thrive, Prosper, Rise, and a lot of that's mixed stank too. But the first vlogs, that's what it was. Yeah, use them for a lot. Yeah, dude, filming's fun as hell. Editing too.
Editing's fun. You like it?
It is when you can get after you get past that point we were talking about.
Just really don't let it like stack up.
No, well, I kind of have been letting it, but
because then it's like overwhelming. You're like, oh my god.
I know sometimes.
Yeah,
it's been getting pretty good though, cause like it's so crazy, dude. I've been filming and editing for so long, and like for years now, and like everything changes, and it go through like what I want to put online and what I want to like how long I'm watching the time. It always fluctuates.
Yeah,
I like used to try to like not necessarily chase trends, but listen to experts and all that shit, and like. I took in a lot of information, but after a long time, you're just like, I'm gonna do what feels good.
Yeah.
Like that's like a lot of my videos is like, I'm just gonna do what feels good to me, how I want to do it, and then like it comes out perfect, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not even like, I don't know. I've been getting a little more structured with my filming a little bit lately, like just trying to get some artsy angles and like stuff that's like
B-roll or whatever.
Yeah, like just trying to like. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy to be working on something for so long and just like change it as your moods change, you know?
Yeah.
Like things change, you know?
I think it's like adapting to people's attention span nowadays too is also different because it's like like quick. You gotta like, you know, I feel like things have to like.
So that's kind of what I'm talking about. Is like I used to try to follow that, but I don't
Yeah.
even try anymore. I just am like
Just do it, transition where you feel it.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's times where I feel like having a jumpy, quick video, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking in. And
Yeah.
there's other times where I'm like, I'm just gonna make this slow as shit, and like I don't care if it's too long on certain run ups. Or
Yeah.
my girl, I'll get mad at her because she'll say like that clip. I'm like, I don't care if anyone watches. Like that was for me, you know. Like, don't critique it. I do not care. You got to do that sometimes,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you do it for yourself. You enjoy doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like
Yeah.
it's a project I've been working on. That's how I feel about my skating too. It's like
Yeah.
you just work on what feels good to you and where you're at in your life and progress in whichever way you want. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of it. Is it can be like your own thing, but then you can share it with others. You know, like skating is so good for that. That's the community aspect. That's what I'd say. The community is a bunch of people that come together to skate and have been working on their skating and whatever, and then there's a bunch of you together and
Yeah.
you have fun. And like that's the community of it. You know. There's people in the middle of the country that will write on the YouTube and be like, dude, I love your videos. And like, they don't have the scene we have or whatever. Like, yo, you skate with I wish I had a van, or like, wish we could do these trips. And like, it's like, yeah, I'm like, dude, that's awesome. It makes me feel lucky. That's again, bringing it back to like gratitude. Like watching those videos is like a healthy reminder. That same for you, I'm sure. If you go back and just look at all that stuff that you've been filming and documenting, you have a long trail of stuff, Chris. So it's like sick to be able to see it, you know?
Yeah,
it's like a document of a cool life, you know?
It's cool. A lot of, to look back at like adventures and stuff like that. And
like, where like people didn't always have that, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't have this option. It's a luxury to be able to like capture these moments.
Yeah.
It's like having memories. That's kind of my, that's like how my emotions go with the vlogs is like more like preserving like a memory of something, you know?
Yeah.
That's what those are, your hours well spent, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like nice to have that. It's a luxury, I think, or like we're lucky, you know?
Yeah.
It's not for everyone either, too, because like you got to be into the like you. Luckily for us, skating, right, got me into cameras and stuff, and paying attention to that stuff, like the necessity to film a video part to create one, you know?
Yeah.
The video parts are the fucking best.
They're fun.
Still to this day, I don't care if it's online or whatever. I'll watch a sick video part. It's fucking there.
Yeah.
Even if I only watch it once, it's fucking, I remember it.
Yeah.
Because that's like looking through a mag, you know? You're like, you burn it in your head. Like, you see it, you're like, you remember it, you know?
Yeah, video parts too are like, that's like all these pieces that someone might have an idea for like what they want their part to be. And it's all these pieces and ways they put it together and what order things are in. Like, there's a lot of thought that goes behind it.
Yeah, and you were the one who like pulled my attention to that for sure.
And like finding like balances between stuff, you know, like, but yeah, it's creative, you know?
Yeah, dude, definitely. How long you think we've been?
No idea.
What time did you get here?
I don't know.
7:30.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
Yeah. It's 7:30? No, it's not.
Okay. Dude, 2.5 hours.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's awesome. Wait, before we go. Hell yeah, Trembley. Let's get it in there. Let's get it in there, bro. Not all friends stay friends. We've been friends a long time. It's awesome.
We have,
It's good to know that you're out there and I'm out there and we're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're there.
Nah, hell yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it. Is your Instagram just your name? At Chris Trembley?
Chris _ Trembley.
Nice.
It's my photography. And then Desolation Trails, where I do all my music stuff.
Yes, we didn't even talk about the music. We'll do another podcast.
All right.
And I've been using his beats, and we just put out a board with Chris too, a Snow Owl board, which I don't think I put it on the online store yet, but I will. So, but it went out to some shops too, which is awesome.
Sweet.
So,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
It's awesome.
You've been like inspiring me since we met, dude. So I appreciate it.
Right on. Right back at you.
Chew. All right, peace, people.
This is the All I Need Skate podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, please let us know by subscribing, liking, and sharing an episode. Check out ALLiNEEDSKATE.com for epic skate videos of the crew, our skateboards, and apparel.